Shout out to the fans out there. Everybody's gonna be tuning in. Let me see how much beans I got. I had more than this. But we're gonna see what's going on with the fans out there. My background. I usually have some different things on in this point. The atmosphere. I'm gonna be doing a lot of different things. Y'all like this? Y'all like this in the back? Or snowing. It'll be. I should put the snowing thing on. Let's see how that looks. Snowing? It's cold? No. Some of this stuff is cool. You know, a lot of people like it. Some people don't. A lot of people judge. I like this one. This is like sunbeams. I'm just hooking up my page right now, y'all. Oh, wow. This is different. Okay. Now, background. How would I like the background? Should I put a piano in my background? Some of this stuff doesn't make the page look too good because I have a lot of sun shining in the back. Things could be like a blur. I just choose to not have nothing. Keep it regular, right? Okay. So we're back. Shout out to everybody for tuning in. Tap the screen. Show some love. I was getting a lot of likes on this channel. You know, a lot of likes on this channel. I want y'all to tap the screen, send some beans. Right now, I am laid back. That's my chair of adjustment. Okay. I think this is good. Shout out to Moon. Shout out to Omar. Shout out to Rick. What's going on? Everybody just been showing love. I'm gonna start going live on my new channel. Everybody's tuning in. I should invite some people here too.
Shut up. Shut up.
It says looking for matches and stuff like that. I don't know what that is, but we're tuning in. We're going live on the channel. Everybody like, subscribe, share, comment on the page. Hey, what's going on? It's a very, very beautiful day. all the fans is tuning in. Say what's going on to Gypsy out there. He's in Canada. Yeah, everybody's having a blessed day. Shout out to Vancouver. I tell you, how's the weather out there, Gypsy?
It's a little on the chilly side today, to be honest.
Yeah, yep. It was raining out here in New York City. A lot of rain, no thunder, and they still managed to come out with their Daisy Dukes on in this weather. You know, going to the store, I seen a few women with Daisy Dukes on. So they getting ready for that beautiful sunshine. Yeah.
You know how many followers or whatever you need before people start, like, or you show up on a nearby? Or what level you need to be or whatever?
I'm not too sure. I think it's about 500. I think you got to get like 500. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing it from the grapevine, man. They're saying, yo, you need like 500. I'm trying to get, you know, as much as the fans bless me with. You know, us as streamers, we gotta keep this thing rolling. We gotta keep the ball rolling, man.
Yeah, for sure. I hear you. Alright.
Yes. So, shout out to all the fans out there. They're doing their thing. I'm streaming right now. Could everyone go that way? So that's the beautiful thing about having fun and, you know, doing their thing. It's just a wonderful thing. Some people are playing the music out there. They're playing my songs. The new album is coming out. Y'all gotta check that out. Y'all gotta check that new album out. It's just making a lot of headlines. Now I'm gonna be making different music. I'm gonna be making different songs. I think the best part about it is that I'll be making artful music. Things that people can not only relate to, but you can have fun listening to it as well, you know? And I tell you. So, at this point, we're going to get into the Rich All Over song. Shout out to Nylon Threads. I want y'all to get out there and use nylon thread. Nylon. Okay? Yeah, so we're trying to get more in tune to more people on the live. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, it's a lot of noise in my background. You know, the kids, they're playing and doing this. You know, it's a blessing. So, let's not let that interrupt the live. I want y'all to vibe to the music. Rich All Over is actually number one right now. And shout out to the fans. We're gonna keep pumping the music. I'm rich all over, mink all over, feeling really clean, had to dust off my shoulders.
Yeah, on the market, don't make yourself a target. I'm about that currency, all I make is them bargain. Rolex, designer wearing, yes, jeans, designer Karen, I make a lot of sales. Please beware.
I think I gotta guess a number. I'm not too sure what I'm guessing. Out of range. I'm not too sure how to play this game, everyone. I think that game is kind of crazy.
I got a lot of work, got a lot of work. You talking you got some nerve. I got a lot of work, yeah,
what I'm gonna do is close that game up. Oh, they're saying if I do PKs, I can get more. Yeah, all rooms is open for PKs. Everybody out there, I need y'all to like, subscribe, share, comment. You know, I'm gonna play some more music on my live right now for everybody. I want y'all to like and subscribe, share, comment.
What's the deal, brother?
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Yeah, man. I want everybody to like, subscribe, share, comment on this YouTube channel. The music, let me get the music ready for y'all.
Yeah, time.
My battery is getting low, but we'll still play some music. We got, wait a second. Oh, we're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this new album I produced. Hopefully people like it. It's actually boring. See, I make boring music, you know, because I think it's more safe. You know, I was making hardcore music.
What you mean by boring music, bro?
Oh yeah, it's not. It's just unique. You know, I like to make music that's just music. It has no. You know, it's not about.
But it's about your wording too. How you just said it, you got me thinking like you making some weird ass shit. But then you said unique. I'm like, all right, I want to hear it. But I'm like, you can't just throw it out there and say that. It's the wording.
Right.
Because I listen to everybody's music. I feel like everybody should be able to get heard at least one time. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Because then you'll be able to judge and say they good or bad if you like them or not. But if you ain't never heard me, don't tell me what the fuck I got going on.
That's true. Exactly.
That's it. That's as an artist to artist, you know, because like I said, I do the shit, I fuck around, and I be encouraging other younger artists and shit, you know, because I've been doing it for a while, but I'm like, hey, I got to get back into it, you know, but I'm like, I'm still tapped in with the scene and everything and shit, and fuck around here and there, get on shows and show their ass what I do, but I'm like, I let them say what my music is, because they'll hear one of my songs and be like, oh, he makes strip club music. No, you heard that one strip club joint. Now you hear my other shit. Now you gonna think of something else.
Exactly. I hope y'all
you sound like you make a lot of type of music. Like you said, if it's just, it's not to, you know, to cater to, you know, it's your feel, it's your picture, you know, it's your painting. Let them hear that shit.
Exactly. It's different kind of music. They got that pain music. They got gambling music. They got girl music, romantic music. It's different kinds of music. Because everything, because you know what it is?
And there's different audiences for everyone.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people make trap music and they make op music, and we gotta understand that that's not the only type of music to be making.
It's not. It's just what's popular in certain areas. Like when I'm in certain, like when I do security, I'm in certain bars, so I only hear certain songs. Like in certain spots, they'll never play Sexy Red. They'll never play Cardi B. They'll never play Glorilla in these spots that I'm at. Right. But it's like in the club, that's what they want to hear. So that means if that's your whatever lane you in that you push, it's still conscious rap lanes. It's storytelling lanes. It's a love for everybody.
And you know what? You made a very, very great point. We got to get more creative in the world. Creating a lane is but it can be done. And just stick with it. Even if you don't get
been done, it keep being done.
You gotta stick to it, and then when it hit, people gonna be like, "Oh, I should have thought of that lane." You know, it's always like that, man. I mean, these movies. See, music is like these movies. These white people make so many different kind of movies that they don't act out their movie scenes in the real world. Us in the quote unquote ghettos, we start making the music and start acting out the scene. And then that's what makes it like, it turns entertainment into like reality. If we keep it entertainment, everybody could get so much money. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like,
yeah.
Especially on the internet, man. The internet is like a great marketing tool for everybody to enjoy and, you know, spread positivity in the words and your creativity, most importantly. So that's a really cool thing.
How long you been on here? Like on this platform?
Well, I've been on it probably. I made the platform probably like 2 years ago and left it alone. But today I started, you know, looking at other. I was looking at Kai Sinat, and I said, "Yo, this kid."
He on here too? He on here?
No. I'm just saying he's streams. So I said, you know what?
In general,
I said I gotta create a lane and then just start posting a lot. Just posting a lot of streams, posting a lot of content, posting a lot of music. Just post. And I just got on here today and I said, you know what? I'ma do it this time, but I'ma stick with it.
That's it. That's the difference between all the times you got on here You stuck. That's it. That's the main difference. You stuck with it. That be the main shit with a lot of shit. The music, you be like, damn, it ended up popping because they stuck with it. It's like I know a lot of people that's good as fuck, but they didn't stick with it, you know. And I mean, so they do other shit. They put their energy somewhere else. But it's like you got it, but they ain't, you know, putting it out and doing it. And it's like nowadays, the more shit out there, I swear, this literally, this like, I got on this line. She was saying, I don't know, BillxxW sent me the little invitation shit. So I downloaded it like 10 minutes ago, and then now I'm just gonna click live. Boom. As soon as I clicked on it, like it's been like 80 motherfuckers in here since. Like just sitting on there, just people been commenting, saying shit. And I'm like, man, I only been live for like not even 20 minutes type shit. I'm like,
that's what
but
I'm
I be
saying.
live on TikTok though, and TikTok give you that money here and there, so I stay.
That's that wave. TikTok is a wave. I gotta get up on there too, but you're doing it right there.
I'm just going on in a platform. See what's happening on all these joints, because that literally came in ASAP. Motherfuckers is following me. I'm getting gifts, all kind of shit already. I'm like, it's the same setup. How they do it on TikTok, like how you go live, live with other creators, y'all do shit to earn shit, you know.
Right.
When you battling, that's what kind of gifts and shit, you know, that end up turning into, you know, money and coins, diamonds and shit, and all that shit that they cash out every week.
I'm trying to tell you, and it's about staying consistent. That's what I learned. It's about staying consistent and letting people know that, this guy is consistent and he's always out there. So, because listen, somebody could be having a bad day, and just by the vibe that you give out, they'll be like, you know what? They'll rethink it, because not a lot of people got someone that they could talk to or this and that. But you know, you could prevent people from going out there and actually hurting themselves.
Or other people, shit.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like I think it's a great way to communicate. Like whoever made Bigo and Kick and all of these live streams, they understand that, listen, people are gonna communicate with people regardless sometimes. That's how Facebook got created. They used that, and that was a college tool. And then next thing you know, it just went worldwide.
To connect all the college kids and with their family and friends and shit, and then turned into now it's like that's people's ID. Like hey, what you post and it's to your phone. No, you can't lie. You used to, and now they like it was you.
That's true. That's true.
You on live on this motherfucker. This is your account. This is your name. This is your birthday. This is your phone number, your email. All that shit connect. Like you think all that shit you gotta give up to get on these free platforms. You know what I'm saying? You gotta sign away shit, and you don't. Like even when I got on TikTok, I didn't read all them guidelines. I accepted all that shit, and then I started learning later. Like, damn, you can't smoke on there. But I'm on BillxxW smoking like a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they might be tripping about it, but I'm like, they restricted my shit. Like as soon as if the blunt went up like this on TikTok, shit was restricted. Like right, they got moderate watch everybody live.
Yeah, they.
I feel like they eye watching it or something.
Yeah, it's like they you know what they got? They got sensors. Like you know how if you walk
sensors,
in the
so it's like
and the light come on, it's the same thing. It's just straight up sensors. So if you do anything like sensory on the screen, that shit gonna show up. Oh, a flag will pop up. Red flag will pop up. Like,
Oh, so they'll let you know too. Yeah, that's what's up. I'm like, they ain't told me nothing yet, but I'm like, I usually just chill until they say something, and then I'll be like, I'll change it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Snoop Dogg on his shit blowing heavy, so I'm like, I know they ain't tripping about smoking.
Oh nah, Snoop is different. Snoop different.
Oh, damn. It's levels, damn. So we can't smoke, but he can smoke. Damn.
Man, they already know him from like 94, from the beginning.
That shit don't matter, man. It's either you smoking on this bitch or nah.
That's true. No, matter of fact, you just said the right thing because you gotta see. Look, I'm gonna throw something out there that you can run with, because you could create a site about just for smokers.
Yeah.
They don't even got that.
The smokers.
The smokers
Right, they
app.
don't. That's a smoking app. You smoking, get on there. Like, it gotta be shit you want to do while you smoking though. That makes sense. Like, now the brain's on circuit now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I be on that MetaQuest shit, you know, that little Oculus shit. So I be on the little, because you can build your own worlds and shit in there. I was thinking about building like a clothing store and some other shit to have people come buy shit in there and shit. Because I'm like, I design my own shit. Like, this all my shit.
Oh, that's a.
You know, they cooking. It's rich friends, you know. We in the cut counting up, you know. So you know that could be anybody, and then we just got, you know, we got the ladies doing their thing, you know. Rich friends, you know. You get 5 rich friends, you gonna be the 6th one, you know. You know how they go.
That shit is real, man. Like, a lot of marketing, because a lot of people watching, and they like to be in tune of what's going on and new fabrics and, you know, anything new.
That new shit. The bag got it on the sleeve. That's that new shit. That bag boy, and the clothing on the other side, you know.
Yeah.
So I could, you know. Yeah. And I actually, you know, design all this shit, like, you know, that type of shit, you know, like bag boy clothing.
Yeah.
That's my logo right there. The brand on the pocket. Then I tilt the whole front with the logo. And then I think I got some on the hood too. Did I put some? I put some on the hood.
Okay.
I usually throw some across. See, you know, but I hook these shits up and I be just selling them for like $40, $50 type shit, you know. Exactly. It ain't nothing too crazy and shit. Just a boom, like, hey, I ain't gonna argue with you with the price. Hey, get it, keep going.
Exactly.
But a lot of people will be see this shit, and they'll see this in the store and buy this for $80, $120, more than that.
Exactly. See, that type of stuff.
It's like when you wanna come up, I could really sit at and stand on it, but because that's how business is and shit, you just supposed to. You know, but it's like, I feel like that's a good average price for a nice hoodie. I stitched that up. A nice $50 hoodie, $40 hoodie, just a quick throw on type shit. And it's like, and it's nice with the brand. And I love going out to clubs and seeing people with my shit on, or I set up my brand like this. You know, the North, I stitch these up, like embroidery. The North Side instead of the North Face, because we on the North Side. We on the North Side with it, so like I'll make some shit, motherfuckers see me with this shit on, like, damn, where you get that bitch from? Yeah, it's a leather joint. I stitch this whole up. I could have did some shit on the side, the back. You know, I just be fucking around with shit, and then I just throw it on, and motherfuckers be loving it. And I set up at a club, set a whole table up, merch, people changing their clothes in the club, like taking their shirt off, throw it in the garbage, and put on my shit. I'm like, bro, I ain't never seen that shit happen.
That's for real. Until
I did it in front of me. Like, motherfucker took their hat off, their shirt, and put on my shirt and a brand new hat, and was turned up, got on the live. I'm like, oh yeah, they in this bitch. I'm like, they bought the shit and everything. Motherfuckers buying glasses for me, and that bitch like, oh, let me get some shades real quick. Next thing you know, little $20, $40 joints in the club type shit. Now they like, I'm good, I'm in here. You know?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Marketing. You gotta be where
they at.
Yeah. You just see, sometimes when you type it up on Google, and let's just say you go to one of these Southwest, you go out there, you hit Houston up, and you just see one of them celebrities, you just put it in their hand like, yo, I'm doing a marketing campaign. I need you to just hold it up, take the pictures, stream. Man, that shit'll go through the roof with the sales.
I got some of it on my TikTok, like when T Grizzly, when he came up, that's like one of my favorite artists and shit. When he came up here to Minnesota to perform and shit, I had to go link with him type shit, and I forgot his shit, and I ain't have his size. But when he saw the shit I had on, I had my hoodie. It had the Grizzly Gang on there with the chapters of the trenches. But then I had my bag boy shit on there too. He saw the hoodie. He saw that motherfucker. He like, damn. And then we started chopping it up for a minute and shit. And I'm like, so we basically, he let us stay in we was in the section the whole night with him. Him and a couple of the Vikings players came through and shit. So we was just in that bitch chilling, all with the brand, all because of the brand and shit, and just meeting people and shit, networking. So yeah, I definitely be doing that and shit.
That's what I'm saying. Cause
hell yeah,
he knows.
It's just the consistency. I've been in some situations, but it's all about, like you said, it's that consistency and shit. It's like I'll go hard as fuck, and then I'll take some months off, then I'll start trying to pick it back up, then I'll just say, all right, then I'll get back on something else and start working and doing other shit. And I'm like, man, I'm supposed to be on that. Like, man, when I'm on my music shit and I'm moving with the people and I'm out there, boy, it's different. I feel like me, it's different.
Yeah, that's when the real you come out, cause it's like, everybody's they self, but once you got your product and you shaking and moving, it just brings you out even more. Like, yo, this is what I'm really supposed to be doing right now. And then it just gives you every time. What else could I do? Like, you know what I mean? Start going from here to here to
right
there.
Now, nothing make me feel like that. I swear, everything else be about money or whatever the situation is. But at the end of the day, when I'm doing that music, that shit is not about the money. That shit about the feel. I be like, man.
And it be keeping a lot of us out of trouble because listen, doing something else, you know where that shit could put you in 3 seconds. In 3 seconds, shit could be going totally different. That's why being positive on this route, it's like the last option. Wait, it's like the last option, but it's the most best valuable thing that you could ever do that could just change your life.
For real.
I'm trying to tell you. And that's the good thing about that's where the word humble come from. Cause I guess, when a person is humble, I guess that's because they done did this, it didn't work. They done did this, it didn't work. And then when you finally try to do something that you really want to do, you be like, you know what? This shit gotta work. This shit is the last token. If this shit don't work, I'm crashing. That's how a lot of people go about it. But they pick up the wrong thing. So if you pick up the wrong thing and it don't work, of course you're gonna crash out. That's why a lot of people crashing out. Cause they picking up the wrong thing, and then when it don't work, it's like, yo, that was my only option. No, you had just like that song. Yeah. It's a million ways. It's a million ways. I don't care if you was trying to sell an apple. You better be the best damn Apple salesman in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I be telling my kids, I be telling everybody that I come in contact with when we get down to it. It's like, that's the creative, that's the side that everybody's scared to talk about. That's the side that everybody is not bringing to the table. Like, yo, hold up, wait. Don't do that. Do exactly what you do that. That's gonna get you somewhere. Like, gotta stay consistent. That's the whole key. So I'm just glad that we getting that out there. Like, individually, and not only that, for the people that's listening. To the people that's listening out there that we don't see, they probably like, yo, them motherfuckers is on to something. They don't know each other, but them motherfuckers is talking like they giving me 20 years of information. You know what I'm saying? They giving us 20 years of information.
For real.
And they've been talking for like 5 minutes, and they just gave me 20 years of knowledge.
Right, real shit. Y'all better tune in and stay tuned in, y'all, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Anytime y'all see him on live, you see me on live, y'all better be tuned in. I promise you, it's something. Y'all gonna hear some shit.
Y'all gonna hear some shit, man. I'm trying to tell you.
What city you in, brother?
Oh, I'm in New York City, man. I'm in New York City.
I was gonna say, but I ain't want to just throw it out there because I know I had somebody else. I said I thought that was from New York, but then they, how when you just say New York, they be like, nah, I'm from Bronx. Nah, I'm from Manhattan. Yeah. I'm New Jersey. I'm New Jersey. Everybody start repping they shit.
Yeah, now you know what it is. I ain't gonna lie. See, a lot of times, like, for the culture that we in and the things that we do, a lot of people don't be giving up their location, and motherfuckers be scared, and nigga, ain't nobody after you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody like even worried about you. You know what I'm saying? Or we got that thing that we actually got to get out of. Like, if I'm like, let's just say, I'm from New York, but I could have said, I'm from Texas. Now, deep down inside, remember, I'm going live, so there's people that know me, right? So if I say, yo, I'm from Texas, motherfuckers that really know, like, cause we musicians and we are real people. So when you imagine you tapping in with somebody that's real, you don't know that they've been looking at your live, and you like, yo, they gonna be like, nigga, you said you was from Texas. I know what you was doing. You was lying because you don't wanna. But my nigga, that makes me not want to even do business with you because you lying. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker look at that like, oh, this nigga said he was from here, but now you telling me. So what if we wanted to really do business? Never mind me. I got like 10 other people in back of me. They gonna be looking and watching. They gonna be like, nah, we not doing business with him. He a liar, nigga. Nigga, he's spinning you. No. So it's like a lot of people be having people in their entourage that be looking, observing stuff in the back. So they could tell when somebody's sincere. They could tell when you genuine. They could tell what kind of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, people always gotta be mindful of that. Like me, I do so much great business, no matter who you are, what you rap, and whatever the case is. You tell me what's up. You tell me what you trying to do. I'm chilling out there and I'm showing up. Cause when I show up, niggas gonna be like, now niggas like this, yo, I ain't know he was gonna do that. I ain't know he was gonna be there in 3 hours, nigga. How far is it? Nigga, it should have took him like 2 days to get here. 5 hours. Nigga, he got here in 3 hours? Who is he? Yo, that nigga serious, bro. We doing business or not? So that's how a lot of stuff is, man,
Yeah.
But it be all good, man. It be all good, like networking. Networking is a real big part of the world, man. Even animals do it. You go in the park or anywhere that's like full of bushes. You got the red ants. They over here. They doing their thing. But the black ants, they gotta go right over them. Nobody's getting into no, like, you know, that shit don't go everywhere. Motherfuckers got their line, then they cross this line. Everybody, he carrying bread, this nigga carrying walnuts. You see the squirrels, they carrying they shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit goes.
Right. That's how that shit goes.
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah.
I think our part is dealing with consistency. Like, whatever you doing, gotta stay consistent. Because I'm looking at all of these young kids online, bro. They making money.
Man, yeah. I was saying that I thought the OnlyFans girls was making all that money because you see they make some of the top OnlyFans girls, they got basically like NBA contracts, like for real, like that shit crazy. I'm like, she ain't doing shit but sitting on her ass, showing her ass, doing whatever she doing for them, for that camera, and then she got the rest of the day to do whatever the fuck she want, and they just kicking her out. That much fucking money because people subscribe, you know. Like if you got 1 million people paying $2, and that's $2 million. Come on, stop playing. Like,
and they getting so bougie.
And that's the month. That's every month though. That's not even. You getting 20 million a month. That's some fucking kingpin. Fucking they turning into fucking. Man, businessmen and businesswomen off of OnlyFans, but then now all the streamers, these young cats is like 16, 17 getting millions a month too. Like these motherfuckers showing their account like, boy, some of them smart and ain't showing, but we know if you popular on streaming, we know what the fuck your bank account looking like. I mean, like, cause they with that streaming university, he's getting all that money from that university. He took all the top people and then took all they people. Yep. You see what he did?
Yep.
I'm like, he got all they, because they had their own fan bases. He went and got all their fan bases and put them all under the university, and he's getting a university check. He's getting his check. I'm like, man, that boy is smart than a motherfucker.
The sponsors is through the roof. Everything is through the roof, man.
Through the roof. I just saw Speed. KFC sent this nigga a cold ass jacket and bucket hat and all that shit, like all KFC shit. I'm like, boy, that's just because he wanted chicken. He opened the box up like, where the chicken at? Ain't no chicken in the package. He mad because he want the chicken, but they sent him some cold ass gear and shit. I'm like, boy, that's just because he eat KFC. And matter of fact, I forgot that part. They put a little what's that shit called? The lanyard thing, the little tags with they be wearing like the VIP little tag things. Yeah, basically, he gets to eat KFC for the rest of his life. He go to any KFC, show them that, he get all the chicken he want. He don't gotta pay for shit. He go to any KFC with that on his neck. They know he them people. That means whatever he say is going.
For real. Man.
I'm like, for life, nigga? Damn, they fuck with you that bad? They like, your streams is up that bad, nigga? You got chicken for life now? Hey, I'm trying to get some of that shit, man. Hey.
I mean,
grab a leaf. Hey, send me some more leaves, man. Damn.
Yo,
send me a box of them whole man. Shit.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, it's possible because just by us talking about Show Speed and the KFC chicken, we actually tapping into that market because we promoting him.
Low key. That's why I said. That's why I say it's free. It's free promote. Now they didn't know that. Now they finna probably go check it out or watch Speed, and they probably ain't even know I Show Speed. But a lot of people do, like, even though they going around the world, even Mr. Beast type shit, like the shit he doing for people and the type of shit he doing from the streaming money he got from the platforms, YouTube and shit, they paid that boy so much money. He's making shows on Amazon. He's getting bags off everything. He got chocolate in stores. Nigga, stop playing with that boy. Like on his birthday, he like, let me just come out with another flavor, a birthday candy bar and shit. And I'm talking about they buying the shit out of that shit. Walmart, his shit in all the Walmarts, nigga. And you know Walmart in every fucking city or every state somewhere.
Everywhere.
I'm like, Lord, I'm like, that's bags in different ways, and he's giving it away. So it's like, man, that's how you keep that shit keep coming around and shit. He's meeting new people. Now he got new fans. People that didn't know him, he's end up helping. Now they love him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oh yeah, yup. I'm subscribed to your YouTube too, but yeah. Make sure you check mine out too. It's when you search Bag Boy KO, my YouTube should come up with videos and shit. It should say it should be under my name and shit. But if you needed the link, it'll be All Will KO. But most of the time, I try to keep it. I try to keep everything under Bag Boy KO. Like any platform streaming, you find it the same shit. But it's like sometimes it be that URL. Sometimes but still, when you search it, you should still see
Bag Boy KO.
Everything and shit. Yup.
Yeah, man, exactly. You know, I had
to change that because I was going by just KO. Everybody know me as just KO, but for the music, I had to put Bag Boy because if you go on YouTube, you search KO, you never gonna find me.
Exactly. My cousin name is KO too,
you know how many fights gonna come up before? You know how many fights gonna come up before my music video? You know how many street fights, knockout videos, nigga, boxing, nigga, everything. Any KO. But when you say Bag Boy KO, it's gonna be all my shit until you gonna start seeing the Detroit nigga Bag Boy Mill. Right. He got some shit that he been putting out for a while and shit. Then it's a couple young niggas that just came out. But other than that, you gonna see me ASAP. Like I had to change my shit, or not change it, but add to it basically. Exactly. You know, it's rebranding. That's what you gotta do when you know if it ain't working on certain shit. You gotta rebrand that shit.
Right. And stay consistent. Me, I had my shit going, and then I said, you know what? I can't be fucking with these gimmicks. Not saying everything is a gimmick, but I said, you know what? I'ma just keep it simple and basic. You know what I mean? So I can let the people know, because sometimes you don't want to put something too long, and yours is nice and short. Bag Boy KO. So that's great. You know, I'm glad that everybody's tuning in to us, getting a lot of motivation, man. Motivation is a thing, man. You know why? Because a lot of us don't get motivation. Some people are just sitting around and, wondering like, damn. Because I know.
Certain shit, it'll motivate you to get up. Like sometimes people stay laying in the bed, but it's like they'll need a motivation to get the fuck up out the bed. Like, but then nobody giving it to them. They not giving it to themselves. So it's like it's just not happening. So it's like if you ain't gonna give it to yourself, you're not gonna find it nowhere, and then ain't nobody around you doing it. Yeah, that's when you really lost. Or it's your chances is way slimmer than somebody that's like. You laying in the bed, there's somebody like, hey, come on, get up, man. Come on, you can do this shit. Get your ass. You got to go do this. You got to do that. It's like that's lighting a fire, even though you mad, you don't like it, you don't like what you hearing, but it's like you know it, and you start moving. Whoa. It's like I be having to motivate myself to go to the gym, even though it's not even a gym, the little workout area. It's not even, it's down the hall. I can go down there right now and lift and run and shit, but I'm like, all right, my motivation, it's like I make sure I go in there, but then I'll be like, some days I'll be like, nah, that's that motive. It's like you gotta be consistent and try to feel that shit every day to go do that at least 30 minutes.
And for real, even I was saying, yeah, you definitely right. Even if you like, some people be thinking that you gotta do like say like reps or anything or pull-ups. You don't gotta do like 20. You don't gotta do 10. You could do a nice 3 or a nice 5. That shit is better than doing 100 sometimes.
And then do 10. Then do 10 of those, or do 5 of those. You know what I'm saying? Do 5 and 5, do 3 and 6, or whatever the fuck you gotta do, and make sure it's a nice weight or a nice whatever, so it ain't just easy as fuck. You gotta feel some shit, you know what I'm saying? And then you can then it'll make sense. But if you put it at a cool weight, then I've done the 10 reps, 10 by 5, or and I would just wait like 20 seconds in between type shit, exactly. And get back to them type shit.
Exactly. And shit, you know what? Yeah. The summer is coming. And
Yeah.
that's gonna be. I mean, listen. I'm gonna tell you. Just like sometimes, I mean, you know, back in the days, that shit kind of mattered. But now these days, it matters a little bit because I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna lie. You know, that artist from Texas. What's his name? Blxxw.
Yup, that's my favorite artist, bro.
Yo, when he take his shirt off, that's confidence. He just go in.
Yeah.
He do him. And he's given a lot of other people that same confidence.
I know niggas that size that would never dare. But I'm like, but that's dumb. But I'm like, hey, he got that confidence that he don't give a fuck. I know a nigga up here, one of the homies, Prince Drip and shit. He be going viral and shit on Facebook and all that shit, and on Instagram and all that shit too, because he be doing little antics and shit. Like somebody will be performing at a club, he'll be in that motherfucker, or just at a regular club night, take his shirt off, you know, big nigga type shit, and then dancing, like doing all kind of like he going hard, like snapping with the dancers and shit. Bitches turning around. It's like it was this one twerk fest and shit. This nigga, it's like 10 bitches on the stage twerking. This nigga off to the side dancing. Everybody turns to the side. All they cameras is on him. Ain't no cameras and lights on him. Ain't nobody looking at the dancers no more. They all watching him doing all these weird ass, freaky ass dances type shit, trying to, get the ladies type shit, and they all loving it, coming rubbing on them. One girl on the Facebook video, she looked at shocked when she saw it, but then she looked at him and see how confident and how he just doing that and just staring right at her. Next thing you know, she started like trying to play with his nipples and shit. He like, bitch, damn, like calm down, like. They be on. They be seeing them big cats, like they be seeing us. Hey, when you got that confidence, bro, that shit don't mean nothing. But as soon as they mad at us, we all kind of fat niggas.
Yeah, that don't matter because they love that shit. I'm telling you, man. So
I know that's why I don't give a fuck. Cause I'm like, you loved all this fat shit you talk about. Yeah. You talking about all that shit you was loving and talking about. Oh, that's why I'm like, I feel like that's one of my points I wanted to make too about like women. They never be wanting to, they hate to hear it too. Like they don't be wanting to take accountability and shit. Like, and this is one way I can tell. This is my main way I can tell, and it triggers me when I tell that they can't take accountability. Is when, like if we mess with a girl and we broke up or whatever happened, we'll be like, we got done because we cheated, or we'll be like, yeah, we fucked up or whatever, we done. You asked her why we done. He a nothing ass nigga. He this, he that, this and that. All this, like a whole laundry list of bad shit about this man that you chose to have kids with, been with for 5 years, 10 years, doing all that. I'm like, come on. I'm scratching my head. Like, you still can't take accountability and just say, I just chose the wrong nigga. Not one time that no women ever say, I just chose the wrong nigga. And that's it, and left it alone. Like, I made a bad decision. Never. That's how you know they can't take accountability of their action.
You know what? Now that you said that, I never heard that either. Like, you'll never hear that.
You never hear ever anywhere. We all kind of fat niggas. Our shit this and that. We ain't got this. We lame. We did it. But guess what? We was just the best, and you was just screaming and back shots and all kind of shit. We had you all kind of ways that, and you know what I'm saying? That you probably had a nigga when we did it too. So it's like, come on, like, stop playing. Like, y'all come at us so bad and then never just be like, I just made a bad decision. I picked the wrong niggas. It's always, niggas ain't shit. No, your decisions ain't shit. What the fuck is you talking about?
For real.
I swear, I be trying to trigger their ass because I swear, as soon as I hear that part, I be like, then why was you... I'm talking about this girl was on Facebook making long ass paragraphs about this nigga trying to share pictures of him like in the bed sleeping shit. I'm like, girl, you snuck that picture while he just beat you down. Fuck is you talking about? Like, and now you think that's exposing him? You're a stripper. You're talking he paid for your lifestyle. You just lost. He was giving you, like, come on, you think he ain't Come on, girls think they winning because they got something from us. We want, if you treat us right, we gonna give you shit off the rip. Y'all be just thinking y'all got something from us and shit. Like, y'all just come on, like, stop playing. Y'all didn't win shit. We got what we won. Fuck is you talking about? Y'all win when y'all married to us. Y'all ain't married. Y'all playing and make sure y'all happy. Make sure y'all don't be on that fucking, and do that bullshit. Cause they never, like I said, to this day, not one chick can say, not one chick. I want to find one that say, yeah, I've been picking the wrong niggas since I was a kid. Because they all want the nigga, they want the popular nigga, but then, after they got 10 kids, then now they want the nigga that, you know what I'm saying? Now they think, now they got, now they call it settle. It ain't settled, motherfucker. When you make compromises, y'all both kind of settling. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making sacrifices for you and you making sacrifices for me, we're settling together. We're making this happen. The reason is here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you acting like you the only one here. Right. Don't act like I'm the only nigga, and I'm never act like you're the only. You know what I'm saying? It's like, unless we both make that commitment, it's like they don't want to have that conversation, and they never, like, even when as a kid, like, girl, you had your options, and who you picked, that's who you picked. Don't blame them. You could have said nah to all of them, or it would have been rape charges. Fuck is you talking about? Like, if like when a girl say the nigga cheated, we can want it all we want. If they don't want it, it ain't happening. Yeah. If they want it, 9 times out of 10 it's happening, because 9 times out of 10 we want it. You get how it swings. It's like, for us, it's more. It's like, all right, if I want it and she say okay, 9 times out of 10 it's gonna happen. I have the option. Right. If I want it don't matter how bad I want it. It's not happening.
You know what it is? I figured out what it is, and it's a science to where, even though we're the same woman, women can never really be figured out. The same thing goes for men. Like, they can't figure us out. We can't figure them out. But what we do know is that we need to come to a balance. And most of the time, no lie, I hate to say it, but I'm on my side, but some women, you give them $100, they'll go to the supermarket and spend $10 and bring back $100 worth of shit. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, they'll make the shit look so great. Us, on the other hand, that shit is gone, and we coming back with a little bit of shit like, yo, well, I got this, I got 5 items. That shit ain't even gonna last us through the week. And what I'm saying is
that's one aspect that they got us down. They got us down.
Yeah, it's like we be going way. We go way over. Cause we protectors, we go way over, and then they just go way under. That's just like the lion and the lioness in the jungle. Like, they DNA is no different from us, even all the animals. Like, the women, they in charge to a certain point. We in charge to a certain point. It's just that we be laid back. Huh? Look right there. Queen, look right there in the stuff.
Oh yeah, I got a question when you ready too, bro.
Yeah, so it's like oh, matter of fact, give me a pencil real quick. Find me a pencil. Yeah, so it's like I mean, I think that's the part that we all get scrambled up with, because sex is a major part for us. So we gotta have it. We need it. They be talking about they could live they could go years without it. But the main thing is oh shit, I'm bugging. Hold on.
I can use that.
This one. Alright, so the main thing is like that's where we get sidetracked because you know once we go through that phase and it's like all right, then other things start to take place, and then when that take place it's like oh now I gotta deal with her saying some crazy shit. I'm a man. I ain't trying to hear none of that. I heard my mom say that shit 1,000 times. Now here you come with the shit. It's like women, they try to, it's like they're designed to not necessarily get on our nerves, but it's like they attack that shit to where it's like, let me see if this nigga's gonna flip. And then when you don't, look, then when you don't flip, and you be like,
get the charger for me. You, give me the charger.
They try to break your peace now. Cause you could be chilling like, yeah, okay, I heard you. Yeah, all right. They still going. You could be quiet. They still going. You know what that is? They just want some love. They just want to be hugged. They want to be a lot of shit. That shit is just like a real man that been through it. We see right through the nonsense. All that argument shit is gonna lead to love. Love makes it. Oh, you talking loud maybe because you want some, or you want your feet rubbed, or you wanted the back rub, or even though you had the hardest day in the world, this is what they want. So it's like, you know, they to me, I ain't gonna lie. Listen, I ain't no sucker. They win in almost every situation. Sometimes we gotta just back down. Listen, the Lion King back down sometimes. He like, you know what? You got it. Until you jump on them. So it's like, you know, damn if you don't.
Right. I got a question real quick. You saw that shit on it was some shit going viral basically by this dude was paying his girl rent type shit, that $2,500.
Turn that light on real quick. $2,500 he was paying a rent. I
said, how would you feel? He was paying rent, or it's either he was paying the whole thing or he was helping her pay a portion of the $2,500. So have that in the mind, like, all right, you either helping your lady with the rent with the $2,500, or you're paying the full $2,500 for 5 years, and then you end up finding her housing voucher, and you found out she was only paying $106 for 5 years. So that means she was pocketing all the money that you thought she was paying the rent with. So it's like, what did she do? Like, what kind of? I got questions. Like when I saw that story, I'm like, I got a lot of questions, brother. I'm like, that shit is wild. I'm like, the first thing you're gonna think of is going off, but I'm like, at the end of the day, I got questions because how he didn't know, like, or she was that good. She was putting up $2,400 or 2 bands away every fucking month.
Now I'm gonna say
for 5 years though, and she probably wasn't working if she in this house and shit with the, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like he should have been smarter, you know. I don't know, but it's like he didn't know. He saw some papers that she left out, you know, and now he found out like, damn man, you paying the rent is $106, and I thought it was $2,500. Bro, that's some that's some crazy shit, bro.
I'ma say this. I'ma say number one. Now now we gotta look at the mind of a woman. she know
No, because
that.
look, what if she? Now I didn't think of that. I didn't think that. What if he was paying the full 2,500, but she told him it was 5,000, and she telling him she paying her half, and I just need your half. I'm like, that's the other point. It's either he was paying the full, or he was paying a portion of that, or giving her a sum of it on that, and it was just going to her pocket.
Right. Now, I'm going to say this. On her end, because I used to do a lot of different things, so on her end, she looking at it like, you know what? This nigga's a trick. Oh, you gonna trick some money? I'm gonna make you trick some money. All right. He end up tricking the 2,500. 2,500. Lock the door. 2,500. You know what that is? That's mortgage money. 2,500 is mortgage money. So whatever she's pocketing, she taking care of her rent. She taking care of her nails. She taking care of her. All that woman shit that's going on, and still have money left over. Now the problem.
That's why I cut that 400 off. I said she's pocketing 2 bands because I'm like that 4,500. She paid the rent with. She did all that shit with. After she do all of that, she still gonna have 2 bands left.
Exactly.
Unless she going to Benihana's and she going to get a seafood boil and shit every day.
Yeah. Now remember, she got friends. Now look, women got friends to where look, check it out. Women got friends to where they talk to. And now that little side piece money that she getting, she gonna go out with her friends and talk that shit like, yeah, I got my man, this and that, I'm doing it. And they looking up to that shit. Now her friends is looking at her like, yo, I need to get on that same wave. Tell me how you do it. But see, what they not doing is getting together and try to invest in the house. For dudes,
see, that's back to that.
If
taking from the one that's putting in the house, y'all both supposed to be going up, but if she flipped the script, she could have made it way, but she could have upgraded and leveled up both of them.
She could have made it wavy, but
she was just using that money to establish them, and then she could have told him later, and he could have been like, "Oh, damn, girl, you was smart." Like if he didn't know how to spend his money, if he was one of them that's blowing his money, she like that would make sense. Like, all right, this nigga always blowing his money. Let me get this money from him, and then I'll put it up. But if she blowing it too, it's like, well, who the fuck? It's just both of y'all stupid. Like, what the fuck going on?
Exactly, both of them blowing. Now on the guy end, if that was me, like what you were saying, if that was me and I found out, I don't know, because it's like. First of all, if I'm throwing 2,500 up, is we paying mortgage?
It looked like he was working like a construction. It looked like he was playing like a construction job or some shit. So it looked like, they be having that, they be getting a dumbass check, but I'm like, at the same time, I'm like,
you can't just.
That's crazy. Even if he was truck driving and just bringing in, because they be on the road all that time and shit, but it's like, you come home to you could still be you can be in a house and still, they'll put you in a whole house sometimes and you paying, that much of money and shit the whole time, but you got a garage and some more shit, but you telling him, whatever price of the rent that makes sense, because I'm like, I've seen some shit that, like, I know somebody who got a nice ass crib and the mortgage is like 9 something. So I'm like, they ain't even. It's like 900. I'm like, bro, that's a house. And I'm like, I know people paying $1,200 for an apartment, or $1,500 or $2,100 for an apartment or some shit. I'm like, you could have a whole house for that price. You could have a backyard, garage, side, gates, attic, basement. Stop fucking playing.
Word, definitely wrong with that.
Renting to own. That's what I'm saying. You end up owning that bitch. That's what I'm saying. But if you just regular paying rent, you're not gonna end up owning that bitch. You're gonna pay rent so you don't.
And another thing, wait. Here's another thing. Now you gotta remember, because the question is, what would we do if we would have found out the paperwork?
Yeah, we do.
The thing is,
but it's hard because we got questions, and then how we gonna answer them questions though? You know, it's like it's all on her end. Like it depends on more of what was the background.
Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you the most important one. Why he throwing that bread up like that? Yo, listen. I gotta go there because listen. If a nigga getting that much to throw a woman that much, yo, her shit gotta be A1.
Everything. She do shit that nobody. It's like
soon as you look
can't
at
even compare.
Yo, here. Don't even worry about it, baby. Here. Now, I swear to everything I love in this whole entire world. Nigga can't like 2,500. Yo, I don't had this bad Philly girl, right? She was a stripper. I didn't even know she was a stripper. Mm-hmm. She came up to me. She was like, "Oh, what you doing?" She was like, "Oh, what you doing tonight?" I said, "I ain't doing nothing. I'm just chilling. I'm just trying to, you know, do my thing, this and that." She was like, "You wanna spend the night with me? You wanna like just, you know, chill and hang out?" Regular. She wasn't a prostitute or nothing like that. She was just like, you know, one of them fine girls that just want to hang out. Ain't nothing going on. My nigga.
Yeah. I know we know a lot of them up here.
When she turned around, I wasn't even looking at her like that. When she turned around, I just looked up to God like, thank you so much, God. Oh my God. Thank you, God. I swear, I don't know what I did, but thank you. Yo, her shit was... Yo, I swear to you, I swear to my soul. Yo, her shit was so nice and brolic put together. I said, yo, she took me to her crib. I stayed there for like 4 days. She paid for everything. She took me this is the first time I even went to Philly. A bro took me to Philly, had me stay there with her for 4 days, chilling. Fucking the whole time. Yo, I never not once didn't get soft. Never got soft. You look at her, this shit's automatic. So I'm saying that to say a nigga throwing 20, if you working and you got that to throw at her, man, listen, she could do whatever the hell she want with that. But a real nigga that really want, like, that was 5 years, but listen, after like 90 days, we gonna have questions like, yo, where that money going on? Like, if she coming short, like, out of 30 days, and she ain't got no money every month, then that's gonna make me be like, yo, where you putting the money at? And, you know, that's the only way.
Right. Yeah, that shit crazy. I'm like, man, I definitely don't know what I would have did because, like I said, I had them questions. But 9 times out of 10, anytime you questioning a female or like interrogating their ass, bro, you can't win. You're not winning no argument. You might as well did that shit. You might as well get some girls or something because they gonna fight. Other than that, they not trying to. That's when they'll talk before if they don't want to fight or they gonna fight. If they don't want to fight, they gonna talk like a motherfucker. I promise you.
Exactly, but you know what?
If they want to fight, they just gonna scrap.
I ain't gonna lie. If I would have found that piece of paper 5 years after that, I would have had to add up everything. Like, hold on, 5 years, 25.
We going to court.
Yo, I'd be like, yo, you supposed to have this much money right here. 25 you supposed to have at least, oh my God, like,
100 bands.
I'd have been like, yo, what? That shit.
Like, we supposed to flip that and just hold it for a year. Like, we could have did that and just been like, all right, every year now we finna play with that or do something with this or invest this. Or, like, you was just playing with it. I would have been more mad because the shit blew versus I'm like, where all that shit at? Where'd it go? What you do with it? I would have been like, hey, depending on what you did with it, I would have been like, all right, if it made sense, all right, oh yeah, that's why you bought all that furniture. Oh yeah, that's why you did this. Oh yeah. I'm like, all right, now it's making sense around this bitch, you know.
Whoa.
But other than that, I'm like, oh nah, she was going on dates with her friends. Her friends brought niggas with them, and you know how that shit goes. They bring niggas for her, all that shit. And she paying for everything. Oh yeah, she having her way. She having her way.
Now you know I ain't gonna lie. That shit bring it to a point like no lie. In every single relationship in the United States and across the whole entire world,
that's a problem.
We all have financial problems like that. Like we don't necessarily stack all the bread. There's bread going here, bread going there. Like, you know what I'm saying? And every relationship is like that.
But if you look at it as a business, motherfuckers would have looked at that as, obviously stealing for sure. Boom, it's done. It's already, you've been cuffing that whole other, off the top. I'm giving you this. You told me it's that. And yeah, that's what it is. I'm going to feel like, yeah, you just took 20, 30 bands from me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it was and shit, But it's like, I'm not going to be tripping because we was together that whole time. And depending on what you did with it. But other than that, I'm going to be like, I'm going to feel I'm going to look at you some type of way like, damn, what else you been hiding this shit? You got another bank account around there, bitch? You got overseas account and shit?
Word.
She probably got all the shit wired overseas. She look broke, but she got $1 million overseas.
I'm trying to tell you because look, like back then, maybe, but now, these boys now, man, they so slick. They stacking that bread. They gonna do something with that money, bro. Like they doing, like
they going on
doing
trips,
stuff
they
with
getting their ass done. They getting their titties done, all that shit without nobody but they self. I'm like, damn. Usually they needed that sponsor, but they getting it from the nigga without getting it from, you know what I'm saying? Without him handing it straight to him, they finessing and they getting it, and then now they paying for their own shit.
Yo,
when they could have just had him pay for the ass out his own pocket, straight up.
No lie, they
like, I want to do it myself. I don't want you to sell it for me.
I got a lot of girl cousins, and when I show up sometimes and they be in their little girl chat group in the house and shit, I be hearing what they be saying about niggas. They be like, man, I'm trying to finesse a nigga. Like, yo, that's they whole thing. So it's like, I be like, oh, that's what y'all trying to do. But the thing is, they not necessarily finessing because they got some women they got some dudes that just, when they see something nice, niggas is
they lead with that. Niggas will lead with that. As soon as they see her, you want a drink, and then they pull out 10 bands just to buy one drink. Nigga, that drink costs $20. You know where your money at. We know how we fold our money. We can dig in our pocket and peel off a stack. Nigga, know what it is.
Exactly.
Y'all niggas peeling. You gotta pull out the whole roll, take the rubber band off, and then flip through everything first, make a fan, and then pull out a 20 out the middle. Motherfucker, you was on some other shit.
For real though. I'm trying to tell you. I mean, like, listen.
Hey, BRB,
like a lot of players, man. We see some. You might be out somewhere, traveling, going somewhere. You might see a bad joint that you want or something. The only way you could probably approach it, you approach it with some game and not really game, but you talk your talk, back, this and that, and then when that bankroll come out. Women just start doing anything now. It's like, you tell her swing from the ceiling, they swinging from the ceiling. You tell her run in the middle of the traffic, they running in the middle of the traffic. Like, I mean, it happens. it happens, and it be I don't know, man. It just be happening, man.
But it's like depending on which ones it's just like certain fish you pull out the right fish food, they gonna go crazy, you know.
That shit is crazy. You know, a lot of people be doing, but
you run on piranhas, you drop fish food, that shit don't matter. They want that blood. They that blood drop, it's over.
And then they got some women that's like, they don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They only mission is to get the bread and get out of there. Like over here in New York, they got a lot of Bronx women that's on that, and definitely Brooklyn. Brooklyn will get you in a heartbeat. You can't even play that money game in Brooklyn. Like, you already know what it is. If you come in and see certain places, you can't go around talking about you throwing out, yo, let me get some drinks and that. They're looking at you like, we don't play that around here. Where this nigga came from? Like, they know the short niggas from the real niggas. You know what I'm saying? They get crazy. I don't know. Some women is just. I ain't gonna lie, man. They got some beautiful women out there that never even been tricked on. They got some women that's out there that ain't really had a good time like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, met a nice humble person that's just working. Cause listen, man, working is the new hustle. Like the drug shit. That shit gonna get you probably like 6 to 8 months, and then you in jail. Then you gotta do time. Then abroad, she's left out on a whim. Somebody else come and get her. All kind of shit. Like working is the new thing. I don't care if you see a lot of people get it messed up with how much you listen. I could be working for a small amount of money because it's more hard working money is more respected than fast money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it goes either way, man. When you getting it fast, you gotta do something with that shit. Quick.
Yeah. Invest. But that niggas just sit on it and shit and don't put it in no business, don't make it look legit at all. Just ride around in the same truck and post up on the same block. So they see the traffic, people walking up. They can monitor the shit and see that, all right, all these, I seen the video where it showed the traffic it showed all the people walking to this person's house, and then they check for the month and they seen like, all right, why is this many people going back and forth to your fucking door? Like, this is too much traffic. Like the whole city is coming to your door type shit. And then they just build a case, wait for a while, and now they can kick your door in. Like, what you got in there? They don't have to get you now. That's what I'm saying. That's why this game, it's the long game. You chasing fast money, and they gonna get you in the long run. That's what they want. They want you to get $1 million or $2 million. You think you tripping with your thousands and shit? As soon as you think you better really get a couple 100,000, oh yeah, and try to make some big moves, that's when they come and swoop in and start locking up little niggas that's held on you.
Exactly. That's why, see, the thing about it, no lie, if you're gonna hustle, you got to legalize your money. Get a business. Like you said, invest in things that's not going to be a red flag anywhere in a corporation. Not only that, build up your
legal hustle. I sell ice cream, nigga. I don't give a fuck.
Yo, that might be the.
Bro, you know the easiest hustle is water, nigga. Everybody need water, bro. You buy a 24 pack for $3-4 and $1 a piece. You made $20 off of 3 or 4, nigga. That's the easiest flip in the world, and you can just you just gotta hustle on bitches. Hey, $1 for the water, $1. Hot day, get all them dollars. You just made $20, and if you can sell them bitches in an hour, nigga, you got a job, nigga. 20 hour, nigga, a nice ass job, nigga. you gotta look at it like that. You gotta see what you make in an hour, nigga. You gotta look at it like that. Like, bro, if I sold, nigga, one hat every hour, nigga, that's the minimum. If I sell one hat for every hour, nigga, that's $20 an hour, $25 an hour, and I ain't doing nothing but trying to get people to buy my hats. And so that means I can go wherever, do whatever. As long as I do that, if I sold 10 of them in an hour, then I'm getting too much money, you know. But it's not gonna be for every hour. But it's like you want to try to find that, you know. It's literally, if you can sell 20 water bottles in 1 hour, you got a job. And that's minimum. That means if you can go up,
just change the label.
And that's on a high day. What you selling cases? You running through cases. That means you can have a slow hour, and then you can get $10 for that hour because you only sold 10 bottles, and then the next hour you sold 30. Like, come on, like, then if the day can go up and down like that, like if you say I'm working from this hour, I'm working a full 8-hour shift selling these waters, nigga. That means you need to calculate, all right, if I sold this many, this what I'm gonna make. And you know what I'm saying? You make a minimum and then go, like, come on, man. It's all money. It's all math. This shit is, if you paid attention to math, this shit easy as fuck.
You know what? You definitely right, because you got companies out there like Poland Spring. You got that alkaline water. These are white people selling water. The same water they've been selling for years. They just bottle it in a different bottle. Now, since you said that, the summer's coming up. You know what we gotta invest in separately, or like buying the cases, yeah, but inventing a label to go around each bottle. 24 labels a case. And you just take them bitches off and then put on yours, get it nice and cold. And like do a fucking we're in the market that they can do a commercial, do a small movie. Where in
one of my homies did
your shit. So every time somebody look at the movie, they like, yo, I seen that. Yo, you can buy it online right now, water.
My homie guy working, so his shit recognized up here in Minnesota as the first black owned water company up here, because he stayed on it. He go through Colligan, so the Colligan man pull up with cases of his shit already wrapped up. The whole case is wrapped up with his shit. So it's like he paid this to do everything. He come and drop off pallets of his shit, and he got it in the Target field right now, and I think the baseball field. Like, I'm like, they showing this nigga love. Like, all you gotta do is go there. He'll go to the club and be like, hey, y'all sell my waters, I just want this much a case. And then, whatever y'all sell it for, do y'all thing and shit, And it's like, he was making a killing. I'm like, bro, you just need to sell a lot of it. That's what I'm saying. When you get it into a big place that's putting in dumb orders for cases, like a big place like that gonna want a lot of cases of water. And if you're giving it to them for a good price, better than everybody else, then hey, then most likely they're gonna shop with you. Or you could be just the first person they found. They was probably buying the water themselves, and they like, fuck it, we got a vendor now, and he can bring it and drop it off, all that shit. Oh, let me pay him.
For real though.
Yeah. It's called lean. His shit called lean Minnesota water.
And you know what? That's nice. See, not to change the topic, but lean Minnesota water, I'm not into lean or nothing like that, but that might...
Right, but yeah, it's the thing.
It goes into
just,
that,
it's because that's his name, but yeah, that's why, but it's like, yeah, I didn't even think of the drink like that, but yeah, when I think of lean, yeah, drink, but I'm like, when you see the water bottle, how his thing is, you're not even gonna... it looked like a college theme, kind of. You know what I'm saying? So it looked, when you see the bottle, it's nice and shit. So he got it in this one food place up here called Solo. It's like a food, it's like a grocery store, but it's kind of it's like a black grocery store, kind of like it's like a lot of like off-brand type shit. All kind of cereal that say Fruit Rounds and chocolate rings and shit like
Yeah.
all that type of shit. There's some generic shit, but it's like, hey, they got some shit in there too. But it's like one of them type of stores. But it's like he promoted. He went down there into their place and they got his cases. It's got a display up, and people be in there shopping and buying his water, not knowing it's it do say made in Minnesota on it too. So it's like, and it say Minnesota on it. So it's like most people was grabbing it just to fuck with it, and this shit, it's some good water. Like I said, it's collagen. It's that nice filtered water. It ain't no bullshit. He not just like the purified or the spring. He getting that shit.
You know what? That right there is so. You know what? You know what he did? He is taking back the water industry, because every time we go in the store and we looking at Poland Spring, Alkaline,
Dasani,
all of these
Aquafina,
you know what I'm saying? Fiji.
They get everything now. It's like a million of them though, but it's like most of them be the same shit, just a different, like you said, a different wrap. It's just say spring water. Like, what's the difference if you getting it from right there? Like, come on, like if it's that shit, if it ain't alkaline, I feel like it's all pretty much the same to me. If it ain't no electrified type shit, it's just gonna be either spring or whatever they say. They only say it's those couple kinds basically.
Right.
I don't be wanting to see with a whole lot of extra shit in it, but right now it's so much shit on the shelf. You gotta really check it out and see what it is. But people go for name brands, so it's like you think Dasani is the best water because you see commercials all the time, and it look blue as hell, and the water look cold, and it is cold because it's in the refrigerator, motherfucker.
Word. Or that new water that they got. That football player that be running that Ashton guy. Saratoga water, the shit with the ice. You know that?
Oh,
yeah, the Saratoga.
Nah, I ain't heard that one. I didn't hear that. It's called Saratoga.
Yeah, you know that.
I never heard of it.
That's the shit that they be pouring in the bowl with the ice, and they be putting their face in.
Oh shit.
Yeah, you got it.
So they bottling that up and selling it?
That's in a bottle. They got water that's in a glass bottle. That's the glass bottle one.
Oh yeah, they just that packaging, that shit come into the price too. You getting that glass bottle, that's gonna up the price. That's gonna up the price too. That's business, If it's a plastic, they can get it low as possible because they can recycle it, whatever the fuck. But if it's glass, oh yeah, most likely because it could get broken, damaged.
They trying to say that's the best water because it's in a glass bottle. It's $3, $4, $5.
No, it's because it costs them more for the glass. That's why. That's
exactly.
Look, even think of this. All right, if I was just telling my lady, all right, if you break down a 24 pack that costs like $3 or $4, that's basically 15 cents a bottle. You sell $1, you sell it for $1, you make 85 cents every time. Boom, 85 cents a piece. Boom. But you want to get that margin higher, get that shit up there. But then now you think about it. All right, let's keep it at a without breaking down and like let's just round up. Let's just say if the case of water is $5, all right, okay? If they selling it to you for $5, how much you think they bought it for?
Probably like 90 cents, man.
And that means if they bought it for 90 cents, what's stopping them from having that whole case? That's why they say it on the case, the 24 pack, because they could have bought that 24 pack. They wouldn't have sold them that 24 pack individually because then that markup would have been crazy. They would have made a dumb. That's why they still can't do it in the store now because it say not for resale. If you buy the case at that 90 cents a piece, and then that means you triple or quadrupling or 5 times in your money by selling it for $5.
Right.
But then, like at the same time, people can sell that and make money too from it. So it's like certain shit you can break down, but they try to say as a business they don't want you to do that because you see those numbers. That's money. Like that's you make you.
That's
you
what
make
they're not saying.
You
the
spend
numbers,
$5, you make $20. Actually, you make 25. Or 24. You spend 5, you make 24. That means $19 was made. You know what I'm saying? Or 21. You know what I'm saying? It's like the money was made. That margin right there. Every time you sell a case, you're making that money. So it's like, all right, I'm gonna buy 20 cases. You know, that's $100, and I'm about to make fucking. I'm gonna make this $100 into fucking. You know, when you buy it in a bulk, you know, like, or if you get it off a truck or something, you like, all right, this $100 gonna make me, you know, 3-4 times my money, $400, $500, probably more than that.
Not only that, it's like, remember, they got different spots. They got like 10 different spots. So they making.
Right. Not even 10 different spots. They be having, boy, they all them Walmart selling that same water. They got Great Value water. Whoever Great Value is, bro, they bootleg everybody's shit, bro.
You know what? That's a
nigga, every brand you think of, nigga, peanut butter, nigga, everything, nigga, Great Value got everything, nigga, Great Value deodorant, nigga, whatever, nigga. They like, if you want to pay less, get the Great Value, because it's a Great Value, motherfucker.
Whoa. That might be, you know what? That might
we be buying shit out of that shit sometimes. That shit crazy.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm into selling like cologne. And I was selling cologne like at least probably like, I would say like 50 bottles a day, 25 bottles a day. And that ain't nothing but oil inside of a little jar with a label around it. And
you selling the ones like the roll joints, right?
Not that one.
The ones that, but you can just pour it. Yeah, you know, it just come out. But it was a little glass, little joint.
Yeah, you hold it like this, and then you spread it like that, and then you just dab it on you. It ain't nothing but a little bit of.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that right there, because when you sit down, sometimes you be like, man, how the hell am I gonna make some money, man? I need to make some legit money. That's quick. So what I went to do was go to them Africans and go get a $100 bottle, the big ass bottles, and then go get like 1,000 jars. And then just bottle all that shit up and just go outside and sell everything till it's all gone. $1. Yo, you got $1? Oh, you don't got it? Yo, here, you got 50 cents on you? Here, yo, whatever you got, yo, here. Cause you gotta make money. Cause then once everything sell and you got the money, now you could do whatever. You could go back in it and make more, or you could go do something else. Like the part is you gotta get the money to do something. You could build your credit. You could do all kind of stuff, but you got. That's how I started. I started off small with the oil. The oil. But I ain't gonna lie, that water, I might get into that water. I gotta go. If I get into the water, I gotta go talk to one of those dudes that be pressing up the labels. Bring me that Aunt Jemima syrup real quick.
Here's my people them had a shop. You know, they got a shop that can do that and shit. We was doing some of it there, but you know, so that's why like we've done it. I've done it before. Like we designed the whole label and everything, and like it print out on this little sticky shit. Yeah, and it just stick on there. Yeah.
Just create the sticker, and that's it. It's the sticker with the ingredients on the back, and then you good to go. You just gotta hit the street. Women is buying. Women is buying, man. They spending that money. Oh, yeah. Oh, you doing that?
Especially clothes, though. I ain't gonna lie. When it's clothes, luxury car. Thank you. They up in here sending shit.
Word.
Yeah, shout some of the chat out. What up, Beth? What up? Natasha, Courtney Lee, Irene, Raphael, Valentine. What up? Thank y'all. Y'all still in here chilling. Hey, so Fatima. It's a couple Fatimas in here. Nutshell in here. What up, y'all? Make sure y'all sending them gifts, y'all. I'm gonna try to shout everybody. I can't shout everybody out. Cause there's a lot of people in here. It's gonna be a while. Sully, Amen, Haley, Val, Luke, what up, what up? We need them gifts, man. Send them gifts, send them gifts. You can send them to either one, either one.
Yeah.
You see how many people it say on it show the same? Cause I know on TikTok it be showing different on everybody's side.
I don't even know. Like, where should I be looking at?
Like sometimes the chats be different. You know, I think on TikTok our chats is different. Like your chat is all your people type shit. But I thought it was everybody see the same shit. But sometimes because they was talking to people that I didn't see on there. I'm like, who is that? Who you talking to?
You
know, so that's why I was still trying to figure it out. But it say 77 people in here right now. It stay around 70, 80 type.
Shout out to LaQuella.
So I don't know what.
Shout out to LaQuella.
Oh yeah, you didn't probably see the same chat. People say.
Shout out to Smooth. What's good? Shout out to Haitian guy. Shout out to Haitian guy. Shout out. You know, a lot of people is tuning in. I'm calling everybody back too because they was out there getting like 20 years worth of this game that we was
Hey, I see a lot of ladies in here too. So hey, y'all comment. Hey, if y'all got questions too. Hey, cause we got 20 years in this shit. Y'all the real shit.
Yeah. I know they was listening. Like, you know what? They right. That girl was getting her money up.
Right. They said that she was getting her money up. Yeah.
Shout out to Rick.
Yep, make sure y'all send them hearts on shit, man.
Word,
Tap
man.
all that shit on y'all screen. All that shit. Leave comments, all that. We get points off of interaction, all that. Your comments count. Just sitting in here. It's sitting in here count too, but it count more when you start doing shit. Y'all want us to say your name, but y'all don't want to comment. As soon as you comment, I'm gonna say your name right away because I'm gonna answer what you're saying.
Exactly.
Leave a comment, y'all. Drop a comment. You can say whatever. Ask a question. Where you from? Say where you checking in at. What's up? What's up?
And make sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Shout out to Bad Boy KO. Like and subscribe him. Shout out to Billions Entertainment. Like and subscribe me. Let's go.
Let's get it. I see all kind of shit on there. They say Tycoon Club. There's cars on here and shit. Come on, send me some cars, y'all. All right, we've been on here at least probably an hour now, shit. So that means we gave y'all 40 years of game already.
For real. And we gonna, everybody gonna stay consistent, trying to, get this out, man. Get these streams out, man. It's all about streaming because, listen, they got a lot of people making some good money off streams. I don't know how they do it, but listen, I need to get in that market.
It's because they funny.
You said because
I promise you, I'm trying to get in that market.
Funny too.
They be making funny videos and they be meeting celebrities. That's why. I show speed.
You wanna know what really showed me? Like, I think probably like 5, even probably like 10 years ago, the kids. I'm talking about the kids was all in the room watching the YouTube video, right? And guess what the video was? Guess what they all was sitting still watching? They were watching other kids open toys and play with them.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, do y'all know that while y'all sitting right here watching this video, y'all are getting them paid, and y'all could be playing with y'all toys on YouTube as well, and we could be streaming the same shit. People really like it. There's families, whole families that got famous off YouTube because they live streaming, like FGTV. They one of the top families. It's a dude, his wife, his son, there's another son. I think they got a girl too, but I remember it was 2 boys or something. I'm talking about all their videos was either playing games or opening toys and trying candy and doing kids. I'm like, y'all literally not playing, not doing kids, not eating. Y'all watching y'all literally spending y'all time watching other kids play. That show, this streaming shit is another thing. Like, kids will watch other kids because they don't want, they feel like they toys, they don't want to play with their toys. They on a tablet looking at TikTok and on YouTube of a video of another kid watching TikTok. Like, come on, like, you watch somebody that's watching the same shit that you're watching. Like, what the fuck is going on? The world is tripping.
Yo, and it's different because when I was growing up, we ain't have none of that shit, like looking at other people's shit. And then the game, like, I always tell my kids the same thing, like, yo, y'all better come up with something because this online shit, this shit is serious. Like, they got, like you said, they got this kid, I think he's about 8 years old, and it's like, they're Chinese. And all he does is play with the toys and open it and draw. And I think he's the highest paid watched kid or some shit like that. I'm like, yo, how the fuck? He making like $3 million.
All these kids that's bored. There's kids that's bored that just scroll.
Yeah, he's making like $3 million and he's 8 years old. Like, let's make that make sense. Like, then when he hit like 18, he probably don't never got to stream a day in his life. But he's gonna have a son and he might do the same thing. Like, I don't know. It's just so much going on, man. It's that this is what we were saying in the beginning. Being creative. You gotta find something. I don't care if it's racing in the street. You see now the I Show Speed and that dude, they racing and shit. Now I'm about to start going outside and just finding somebody to race with. Like, yo, I bet you $5. We gonna run from here to here, and let's just see who wins. Just for the fuck of it.
Right. And people will be, but you see that one-on-one basketball shit is starting to get popular as fuck, because I think people tried to do it, like with ex-players and shit. You saw that shit with Michael Beasley and Lance and shit.
Oh.
You ain't see it, the one-on-one?
Nah.
They did a whole live stream before they battled and shit. Beasley was talking. You gotta look it up, bro, because Beasley was talking that shit. Beasley told him, like, before they even played one-on-one, like, bro.
I seen it to where he was talking greasy, right?
Greasy, like, I'm gonna make you dance, nigga. All that shit, like, what?
I see that.
But bro, what's crazy is the game. He had them dancing. He had that. But they both was going back and forth. I didn't even know what they was going up to, but the end of the score, I think it was like 31-21 or some shit like that. So I think they was just going up to 31. So I'm talking about, but these niggas was tired as fuck, but they was balling. I'm talking about back and forth. And then Beasley turned it up on his ass, and then it was over with. Beasley started doing some shit, started cooking them like one-on-one, like they trying to find somebody else to go against them. They trying to have Carmelo go against somebody, but some people don't even want to see Carmelo. But Carmelo got a good ass one-on-one.
Yeah, he do. It's so crazy because.
But they said he got to get back in shape. They said he gotta work out for a little bit before he start talking shit.
Yeah. Yo, that's you know what? That's the lane. Because look, 2025 is still brand new. We in half of the year. And it's like everybody is turned up.
That's crazy. You can say half the year. That's crazy.
Half the year. This time, now is going to And it's like a turn up now. Like I ain't gonna lie, like everything now is turned up. Like the gaming is turned up, these celebrities is turned up, like the movies is turned up. Like the Sinners, I still gotta go see the Sinners. That's turned up.
I gotta see that too. Yeah.
Everything is turned up.
Yeah, I want to see that Sinners.
Like that's one movie that I gotta really see because it was talked about so much, like the vampires and back in the days, the you know, the racism and stuff like that. So I really want to get into that, and the way how they preview everything was like just gold. So I'm like, hell of a movie to see.
Yeah, I hate when a movie show them previews and the previews be the best spots. I mean, be the best parts of the movie, then the rest be whack. I'd be like, what the fuck? Y'all should have saved those parts and showed me the other shit.
That's that money. That trailer. That's that trailer money.
Trailer.
They don't make that trailer.
Yeah, they get that on the front. That's crazy, bro. People don't think. See, that's that business mindset, bro. People don't be thinking like everything that's going on. I had to even break down insurance to motherfuckers and shit. People be paying. People got free insurance and shit, and they don't even know how this shit go. I'm like, what the fuck? You know that shit is still getting paid. Motherfuckers, like, stop playing. That's a whole. As soon as you go to the hospital, it's a whole cycle that's happening. People, the doctors is getting paid, the hospital getting paid, the insurance paying shit out, and then they getting paid because the state paying them. Because you with the state. Like, come on, man. It's a whole money trail behind you, boy. Like, and you sitting there, don't even know.
It's like somebody paying somebody that's paying somebody that's paying somebody that's billing somebody.
Yo, and then you just there.
Damn, that's crazy. I'm trying to tell you.
Like, it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit going on that people don't realize, like, for real. And that's all. Like, when you start pointing out shit that's happening, people, the first thing they do is, conspiracy. Ain't no conspiracy. Why we can't just have a conversation about real shit that people don't have a conversation about? I feel like it need to be a place where people can talk about the shit that people don't talk about, because it's like, man, it's a lot of shit that need to be found out and figured out. Why we got so many questions still in 2025? We so smart. We got so much shit. We got shit that's AI that's telling us like real shit. And then it's like we still can't fit. Like, come on, we still doing this stupid ass shit. We still paying for, like, come on, like, I feel like we still living in fucking 03, 02 and shit. And it's like, for real, like, we got so much advances, but it's like they keep everybody stuck in the same shit, though, the same cycles, the same. Why we all worrying about the fucking Diddy trial, man? Fuck that shit, man. Everybody, I was on live, somebody got on my shit saying free Diddy. I'm like, man, there's so many people in court right now. He ain't the only nigga in court. People fighting for their life right now, and then they getting 3-4 life sentences, and then now they put up. Ain't nobody. Like, come on, people. That's people's life at the end of the day. Why is y'all? It's entertainment to everybody, though.
They should go around. They should go around the whole court and publicize everybody's case, not just his. Like, they got some motherfuckers that's innocent, that's not getting no spotlight on their paperwork.
Nah. So they ain't getting no help, no nothing. Nobody, no big lawyers want to help them, nothing, because it ain't getting no spotlight too. So it's like, this shit fucked up. There's people in fucked up spots too. Bro, I was just watching the BET Awards, bro. Why, when Diddy's son went out there to perform and shit?
You just said it. Yo.
What?
They got motherfuckers that's locked up in every single state that need somebody to publicize they shit, like, with a camera crew, like, yo, we talking about this person, have they name, have they face, they picture, they paperwork pop up on your screen, and just publicize it in front of the court building and just go in. To where it gets national attention like the news. I'm thinking about that shit. That shit sound like something.
That'll be some shit. But I feel like that'll kind of be hard, because what would be the criteria to get into it? You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, because everybody gonna feel like they're innocent enough to, to be like, because at the end of the day, even it don't matter what you did, you gonna feel like you don't need to be in there, because at the end of the day, nobody deserved to be in there. So, I mean, and I feel like, it's people that do deserve, but I feel like that the treatment, no human deserves it. That's what I mean. Like, to be locked in a cage and shit. Like, if you was never born in a cage, none of that shit. It's like to just throw somebody in there because of something they did, and now they locked in a hole. It's like, you'll go crazy. Your mental our brains ain't for that.
You know what? No lie, and I'm glad you said that, because I've been locked up before, and the law is the law. Like, when somebody get locked up, they hit you with like a case number. Now,
and you agree with it. I'm saying, it's like,
if they got the case number, they could always be like, yo, this is what I'm locked up for. Because a lot of people don't go to the law library.
Right.
So you could be a lawyer for them, and you could be a lawyer for them. Yo, man, this person, he needs to get out of jail. He's sharing his information. Now I'm giving it to you, and maybe I could get a sponsor or a grant from some kind of, because say you open up a business about that.
That's kind of like paralegal work, ain't it though? Kind of.
Huh?
Is that kind of like paralegal work?
Something like it, because I'm not a paralegal.
Something along, because you work with, actually work with the lawyers, and like.
We could find that out depending on the person's case. They got some people that's locked up that don't need to come out. No, but look,
Right.
if I open up, I'm not a lawyer. But if you send me your case number, I could be like, you know what? Let me open up independent. Just like how motherfuckers open up an independent label, you can open up an independent law firm without being a lawyer. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you can do that. I didn't even know you can do. I gotta look into that now.
No,
I gotta look into it. It's probably a way. It's probably a loop.
Think about it.
Cause people be doing these. But look, think about it. No, think about like 1090 Jake type shit. They be doing a lot of the work for it. Like, they'll get a lot of the public shit, and then they'll mix that with the social media shit, and then they end up finding the person who did the shit before the police.
That's true. They just blog.
Or they'll find some evidence that sticks to them. That's gonna stick to them, and now damn.
Yeah, and you know what? They just bloggers too. That's good, but it's like, say I'll be like, hold on, kids. Say if I just hook something up called Walk by Faith attorneys. Now,
I thought she did always smoke that shit is a
I got Walk by Faith attorneys, and now all I'm trying to do is go to the bank and get like a $50,000 loan for opening up a business. Now I'm going down to all the courthouses in America, like, yo, send me your case number. I got a camera. We gonna put this shit on TV, YouTube. Now everybody in their family running to the tube. Yo, that's my case. Yo, he helping me. Yo, that's my case. Niggas ain't doing that. Attorneys is not even doing that. So that's
they ain't doing that.
So now I ain't gonna lie, instead of opening up, motherfuckers is opening up food businesses and all of this stuff, but you got thousands. The court system is like a multi-billion-dollar industry. I need some of that money. And the only way to get it is from the inmates that they locking up. So you just gave me an idea. I might have to open up an independent law firm. and just go down to the court building like, yo, you got somebody that's locked up? Yo, here, give them my card, tell them to call me and send me their case number. I'm legit. You ain't gotta worry about me exposing nothing. We doing we putting it up on the YouTube, and we trying to give it some light. Right now, you don't got no light. You need some light on the case.
Right.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stuff out there that it's a lot, man. It's so much shit that you could put on the internet now and just try. Even people I be seeing people sitting in their car eating lobsters. They be eating burgers, hot ass chips, doing food reviews. So I might have to go up and, matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do? This is what I'm gonna do tomorrow. I'm gonna just walk up in the supermarket. I'm gonna pay for the items, but I'm gonna pick some of the stuff up and just eat it. You know how people just pick stuff up and like, oh, I'm gonna eat this. It's gonna look like I'm just in there eating shit.
Yeah, and then leaving it, putting it down there. Yeah, people, because I saw somebody do that in the store, but they actually did it. They was going in the stores, opening the pop, and they'll drink it and put it back. They found the people and locked their ass up, like, because that's different, but it's like, but if you already paid for it, somebody got locked up for that shit, bro. Yeah. But yeah, how you saying it, you covering all the angles, you good.
Yeah, just to put that shit up on the net so they could be like, look at this dude. He's going to every single supermarket, opening shit. It's gonna look like remember Boonk? Remember how Boonk used to take shit and start running?
Yeah.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie, son got rich off doing that, bro.
Yup, he definitely did on every time.
I'm glad he changed his life, but I'm just thinking about and that's old too. That's like, just imagine, motherfuckers was doing that shit 10 years ago.
Right.
And people are behind right now, so it's like, I ain't trying to be behind for the next 10 years. I gotta get it right now. So 10 years from now.
Right now, it's a lot of all these young girls. They putting these young girls on baddies, and you know the baddies got some shit like a chapter in every scene down there. It's a group of bitches and baddies. It's a way they baddies or they baddies, whatever. They plan to like they try. But you see, he copyrighted that Sherman University. The baddies trying to do bad. I think he shut that shit down like that because they trying to do the same type of shit, you know?
Right.
Wow. Oh shit. Oh shit. Cars coming through and everything. Juicy Q.
Shout out to y'all out there. What's going on? Like, subscribe.
What was that car? I just seen the car. Yeah, like, subscribe, share. Come on, comment. Comments count too. Comments talking back to us, that shit count.
Come on.
All the interaction, all the engagements. And it is for whatchamacallit purposes. Entertainment purposes only.
I'm trying to tell you. Yeah, man. I'm glad you got that company going, man. Rich Friends.
Yeah.
I'm glad you got that going, man, because
you see, let me see. I don't know how to flip my camera shit. It's every letter is a different like font, like different style, like how I wrote it out. I did a different, and then so it's like basically the rich, like you see the cents right here. So Rich Friends basically like cents make dollars, you know, you already know, we all know that shit. Cents make dollars and shit, man.
Right.
So that's the slogan, man.
Man, I love that creativity, man. Rich Friends, and the clothing line is doing good. Everybody go check them out. Bad Boy KO doing his thing worldwide. Pick up the merchandise.
Inbox. Yep, inbox or DM. I'm about to set my store up, my online store. But right now, I've been taking orders. You just hit my DM on any platform. I'm gonna ship it out. I do personal orders as well. It don't gotta be my brand. It can be your own shit. You can come up with your own shit. And like I said, I just do this shit.
Okay. That's definitely, man. That's a start, and that's a start in a great direction. Make sure that shit don't spill right there. Yeah, so I love it, man. Promotion is crazy. So yeah, man. It's a lot of stuff going on out there. I'm glad everybody out there is just trying to do something, because yo, man, like I was saying in the beginning, it take 3 seconds to jam your whole shit up. Like, motherfuckers going to jail for 25 to life and nonsense, man. I'll be like, God damn.
Some people who deserve 25 life ain't getting it.
Give me my dog.
Yo, go over there with all that noise.
That's mine.
Sorry, baby. Here.
And we'll crash out for nothing. Like, for nothing.
That's why it's so important to have a goal and have a direction. Our direction individually right now is so powerful.
Not just goals. I always tell people small goals. Like, when you start making little goals that you can knock out, you feel better, man. I'll do a little, like when I was lifting the weights, I was lifting, then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna stop at 20. I'm already at 15, tired than a bitch. I'm like, nope, but I said 20. I gotta get these 5. That's all I'm telling myself. So it's like, that's when you start pushing and motivating and shit. But you gotta set the little goals. Then the big one gonna get easier and shit, type shit. You know. But if you just say a big one like, oh, I just want to be this. What the fuck? What's all the little goals to get to that? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like.
And you gotta have steps there. You can't jump up. You can't jump upstairs. What the fuck is that?
Yo, I'm glad you said that, because
who jumps upstairs? You can jump downstairs, nigga, but you can't jump upstairs, nigga.
Exactly.
maybe one step, two, but you're not jumping all the way upstairs, nigga.
Exactly. Yo, that's crazy. You ain't jumping all the way up a flight of steps?
No steps? Hell no.
That ain't
you gonna bust your shit trying, boy. You gonna tear them shins up trying, boy. Them shins gone.
What's going on, Moy?
Tell Joe to stop folding his legs like that.
Yup. Everybody in the chat. What up?
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Juicy Q. Shout out to BBR. Shout out to Moy. Yeah, man. Every big goal starts out with a small step.
A nice little small stack, but everybody want to go straight to the big one, man. You can't, that's what I'm saying, you can't jump up all them steps, but if you take a couple, then jump. If you get halfway up that bitch, that jump might get easier, but you might still want a couple more steps before you jump. But hey, it's different from the bottom up, hell nah.
Word, I'm glad you said that, because that just made me think about Michael Jordan. When he was floating from that foul line all the way to the hoop in slow motion, and all them cameras was flickering and everybody was looking, that man did not just wake up one day and start doing that. That man was practicing. That was probably his 200th jump. That man been trying to do that shit for years and years and years. And then one day he said, you know what? I'm going to do it in the game. I got it down pat. Wait till the camera start rolling. I'ma do it. Nigga just
he brought it in. What if? Now think of this. Now that moment, we all know how crazy that moment was. Now think if he did that same shit and got hung.
Yo.
Bro, just thinking that shit. He in the game leaping from the free throw line and he hit the rim like boop and hit the ground like, bro. That would have been the blooper of the year, bro.
Man, he would have had to
like, why he try to jump from the free throw line? He know he can't do that, but it's because he slammed that bitch. They was like, oh shit.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. Even see, here's another thing too, because a lot of people see we do things and then we don't think that we could fail. So if you prepare for a certain moment and you end up failing, you gotta know how to really bounce back from a failure too. Like you gotta at least say something to where it's like you don't want to make that failure be like a total embarrassment. You gotta be like, man, I knew that was gonna happen, or I was just fucking around, or you know what I'm saying? Like some mistakes turn out to be some big heavy, like I even look at shout out to I'm not gonna say their name, but shout out to this one entertainer. He been doing this thing, and I don't know if he did it by accident or he did it on purpose, but he created a lane for himself, and when he did it, something that nobody don't really do, that shit ended up blowing up. Made him millions of dollars by doing some, it's all about doing some shit you never did before. And
that's what it is, because we be comfortable, bro. We get comfortable quick, and then we don't want to. You can roll quick. It's only about a minute, but if you want to hurry up and go now. But yeah, that's it.
Well, we've been on here for a hot minute, man. They coming in though. Shout out to
Hell yeah, they definitely sliding in, so we definitely appreciate that shit. We definitely gonna go live more often, man. Like I said, I be on here, I be just trying to just have, meaningful conversations and shit, man. That's all I be. That's all it be, man. Even when I be on the little MetaQuest shit, I be on there playing dominoes with old people across the world and shit, young people. Right. I be just playing like it's just the interaction, the talk. So it's like when I get on that, I'm, it's like I'm letting you know about the people around, like the type of person I am, type shit, because people see me on the game and they got a perception already and shit, or they see me on the video, they already got, that's anybody. We gonna judge everybody. That's just what it is. Why everybody act like, we don't, but that's what it is. We see something big, it's big. We judging that motherfucker, he's strong, or he a teddy bear. It's like, we judging a nigga, or he couldn't be none of that shit. He could, it could be whatever, or he could be a little nigga, but he a teddy bear, but you're not gonna see that, or you're not gonna think that. We judging you, you skinny, you a little nigga, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah. Or if you a tall with it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna judge no matter, it's like, it's just the word judge people don't like, because it's like it's like harsh. It's like hate. You don't like to say I hate that. I don't like something. I don't like that person. But it's like when you switch to I hate, it's kind of like it's the same thing. I feel like with judge and shit. It's like we judge everything. It's like if it's too hot in there, we like, or you know what I'm saying. We're like we're already thinking something like, oh, it's gonna be lame as fuck in there. We judge in this place. You know what I'm saying? We ain't even been in this place before. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, this bitch ain't busting. Like, we just judged this shit. We just pulled up to the club. We ain't nobody outside, man. This bitch dead. Go in there, everybody in there. Because we didn't know they parked all in the ramp. But we judged it before we walked in that bitch, saying this bitch dead. And the whole time, this where everything at. You know what I'm saying? We judge every fucking thing. You just gotta think about it. Because it go over our heads sometimes. We just do it without knowing,
Exactly, man. You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying, man.
So, we always say we don't judge, so that's why I feel like it's always a problem, because we all judge and we all gonna be judged. So it's like, we shouldn't be the ones do it, but we do it. So it's like, hey, at the end of the day, if we don't accept that we do judge people, we never gonna we're never gonna fix it because we all keep saying we ain't judging, we not judging, we not judging. But the whole time, soon somebody walk in the door, our first impression is our judgment of that person. As soon as I first see you, is they about their business. As soon as they open their mouth, that changes my judgment as well. What they do, that changes my judgment as well. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop. Like you can be good with a person.
That part too, I'm glad you said that because it's like, okay, like even like with us online, we don't know each other. We just came on here and it's like, you know, at first it probably went through your mind at first. It goes through everybody's mind until we stick and stay on that positive, you know, what we actually about. And then when you bring it together, it's like boom. You know what I'm saying? So it's like is good.
Right. I'm gonna tell you my first perception as soon as you got on. Cause like when I get on live, I'm used to a lot of the same shit happen. I thought you was gonna say probably a couple words and you probably was finna get off of here. I ain't gonna lie, you know, cause people that's what's been happening and shit. Even I'll get people from overseas, they'll just get on there, smile, and the next thing you know, they click off and shit. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? You can't even have a conversation. Do you speak English? You know what I'm saying? Right. But then I ran into this one dude from Africa and shit. He started talking to me in African. I'm talking about, I ain't hear one word he said but he kind of looked at like me. He was like I ain't think he was African until he started talking. And then I'm like, he basically was telling me he's like speak only a little English, and he was like, he started pointing at me. He's like, U.S. Like basically, am I from the U.S.? I'm like, yeah. And then he's just like basically like shaking his head, basically like. And then he just started talking a lot, and I didn't know what the fuck he was saying. He was speaking real African language, so the language barrier wasn't, you know, it wasn't there. So it's like he got off, but it's like when I got on, the first thing I thought, you know, if you said something, I'm like, all right, bro, probably finna hop off. But I was like, when I seen the name, I'm like, because the name popped up before the video popped up. So when I seen, I'm like, and then I heard audio before the video too. Then I'm like, it sound like a brother. It sound like a brother on here and shit. Because I'm like, man, I'm usually getting, like I said, Pakistanis and overseas and all kind of shit. But then you got in, I'm like, oh yeah, we finna talk about some shit. That's when I'm like, all right. You know, as soon as I said what up, you said what up. I'm like, oh yup, we good.
You know, I was gonna say, damn, I didn't want to forget what I was gonna say.
You should cut me off, man. Cut me off.
I know.
You said I know.
Damn. I didn't want to. I should have cut your ass off. I wanted to, cause I had it. Like, I'm about to tell him this next. What was it about? When people. Oh man, I think I forgot. But the good thing about it is that, no. I ain't want to say nothing else. No. I got it now. Look, the thing about us is that we're businessmen. That's why we could talk, communicate, because we've been through stuff and we know about every single aspect. We know when the motherfucker bullshitting. We know when a person is serious. We just know because, you know, we black, we from the hood, we done been through damn near everything, you know, separately. So it's like, now when other people see us communicating, they gonna look at themselves like, damn, you know what? I ain't have a real conversation with a motherfucker in years. People don't be having conversations even though we on social media. Sometimes that makes it a little difficult because it's like, but it depends on you. It depends on your reflection. It's like, say, all right, if I'm looking at you and you looking at me, guess what? You actually a reflection of me and I'm a reflection of you. So I can't say, I'm not gonna talk to myself the way how I talk to myself is the same way how I'm talk to you. You know what I mean? And the way how it's a thing. That's why a lot of people. That's like even when you go in other people's hoods, they don't know you at first, but you know when you come around, they're gonna be like, you know what? He gotta be a stand-up dude because he's stand-up. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not. I know. I can bring him over here in this hood because I know 200 niggas in this hood. Like I know people over here that know me and know that I'm a respectful person. You know, we could go any way you want.
Get some raps, some Dutches, some grabbers.
We just so
Dutch raps and grabbers with 20, but then
we just keep it on. We just keep it on the respect and, you know, to handle everything that you got. You can't be scared to ask or be like, yo, man, I want to know how to get this shit done. What do I do? A nigga might know what to do. Be like, yo, you can ask me anything. Ask me. If I don't know, I probably know somebody that do know. If I do know, I tell you how to go about it and all that shit. A lot of people, you know, that's the difference. So that be the good part, man. Like keeping it real. I think a lot of people. A lot of people don't like. They don't really keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like keeping it 100% authentic. When you keep it 100% authentic with yourself, you can keep it 100% authentic with others, and that's all across the board. You could get locked up in any state. You're gonna be around the most grimiest criminals in the world. People that got life, for the life. Some people that's never going home. And guess what? Right. You the same reflection of them. The same way how you talk, respectful and stuff like that. They gonna give you the real from their perspective. Like, damn, man. You know, shit is real. Shit is dope, though.
For real. Yeah, last night, you know, I do security too, so I be in the bars and the clubs and shit at night and shit. So one of the bars I be doing security at and shit, I was outside. I was talking to this dude that just got married and shit, so we was just having a conversation. I was just like, congratulations and shit. You know, I was him and his wife and shit, and they best man, everybody came through. So I was just, you know, welcoming them to the bar type shit, just giving them that energy type shit. So we was just having a whole conversation, and then he started coming out about basically like a year ago how he had a heart attack. I'm like, nigga, I had a heart attack 5 months ago.
Oh.
So I'm like, you see how we had that connection like right then and there, like boom. I'm like, bro, I don't know you from nowhere, bro, but I'm like, we both just started talking, chopping it up. Then we both just started talking about. He was like, you got your ass? He was like, you be taking aspirin and shit too? I'm like, hell yeah. He was like, you got your nitroglycerin shit? It's like some shit like in case, you know, like if we feel like we haven't, like, you know, if it's happening again or some shit, we take that shit like emergency type shit. You're supposed to carry it with you. I didn't have mine with me, but I got it, and I'm supposed to have it with me. And he was just telling me like basically like, nah, nigga, you got to keep that shit with you, nigga. You know, give me real. That's what I'm saying. Like, and he's treating me like him. Like, bro, you need to take that shit, bro. Don't play with that shit. Keep that shit with you. Then he started giving me pointers like, hey, keep a couple aspirins with you too as well, because those will help you too. Keep crunch on a couple of them. You know, like he started really like running it down. Like, I'm like, bro, yeah. I'm like, I'm glad you here too, bro. Like, man, this shit. Because I didn't even know it happened like that. I thought I was going there just for like some chest pains type shit. But then they like the whole time, nigga, this is what happened. You got to have, he had 4 stents in his heart. I got 1 on my left side, just 1 stent in there. So to open that shit up and all that shit, they said my shit was working at like one side was just like, man, overworking that shit. Like, it was like the percentage they said, like that shit was not like, they were like, man, that shit could have been done with, you know? So I'm like, I just been trying to work out, and stay and not eat all the crazy shit and not stressing out. But I feel like the stress is the main thing because I was going through some shit. Like, I'm talking about at work, at home, wherever I was at, I was stressing. I was arguing with motherfuckers. I was fighting. It was always some bullshit. But lately, I've been not letting it get to me, and I've been cool, and I've been like, just trying to, that's why I say I feel like the streaming shit, and then talking to motherfuckers, that shit gonna help me too. So I'm like, that's why I've been trying to get on here and communicate and shit. And I'm like, man, motherfuckers don't know all the shit I've been through. I've been shot in some more shit. I supposed to have been out this motherfucker a handful of times.
But you know what? I'ma tell you, man, God has blessed you enormously, and he's gonna keep doing it because guess what? You're not a fucked up person. You talk to others. You get a great response because imagine you didn't have that job, and even if you did have it, you went to work that day. Then by you going to work that day, you end up out of all the people in the world to meet, guess what? You met this guy that actually had the same.
Oh, guess what? Matter of fact, my bad. Before I forget, I don't want to cut you off, but like we want to. I don't want you to forget nothing either. So I understand that shit.
Yeah.
When you said the person to meet, guess who tried to come into our bar and shit, and they was arguing with the people at the door, but I ended up having a conversation with them, and I fixed all that, and they came in. It was Fred Hampton's son.
Who?
Fred Hampton's son from the Black Panther Party.
Oh, wow. Fred Hampton's son.
He had something going on in Minnesota, and he was with like 5 or 6 people. They was like, when he came outside, he was like, man, he was like, brother, he came to me straight up. I'm talking about looking me dead in the eyes, like, brother, my name is Fred Hampton, I'm the chairman, this and that. He had the Black Panther vest on and everything. I'm talking about, and he had a girl with him with some Black Panther shit on. Everybody that was with, they had on. They was outside for some reason they came to that. It's like a low key little family type bar type shit. So they came there, and he was just telling me like how they gave him, he like that brother in there and that white man there at that door. They gave us, all these problems and stuff. They don't even know who's at the door and who's fit to come in here and this and that. And I'm like, he was very disrespectful. And I'm like, I apologize for them and some. He's like, you don't even gotta apologize for them because you a good brother. You didn't do that. And you talking, and I'm talking to him dead in his face. And I'm like, then it started clicking like who he was and shit like that. Then I'm like, I told my people, I'm like, hey. I talked to the owner. The owner was like, end up coming in. I'm like, bro, they gotta get in here. They just visiting the city. You don't want to, that's exactly. I don't know what they said in there, whatever the fuck, but they need to. I said we need to fix that. And he started talking to them, and everything was good. They went in there, chilled, and then when he left out, gave me a nice firm handshake, and then everything. I'm like, I'm mad I ain't taking no picture with him and shit. And then the next day, I seen him in pictures all over Facebook from like a lot of my people that was in the city because he visited a lot of other places. He was all through the city.
Right.
So I'm like, you see, he came to our establishment, and I was the front man that made sure he enjoyed that night and got back in when it could have been. And like you said, he like, he don't forget faces. And I said the same shit. I don't never forget. It don't matter who he was. It was the situation. I was like, no matter what it was, I'm like, we gotta fix that and shit. You don't want people, because I work the customer service, all that shit. I know how I feel to get tipped. I know how I feel to get acknowledged at your job, all that type of shit. It make you work harder, better, all that shit, and you keep it going. You want the next person to feel that.
Right, man.
So I'm like, that was crazy how it ended, how it happened, everything. But I'm like, see, I was video live I was chatting on TikTok with somebody from Trinidad. The first thing he said, he was like, you have a very kind face. Like you have understanding. You have they be knowing way too much. They know a lot. Like they'll look at you and tell you a lot.
They from the land. That's the Caribbean right there.
Yeah, that's why I say I'm like they be doing some shit out there. I'm like, man, hey, when he said what he said, I'm like just by looking at me and the conversation we had, I'm like, man, he had a lot of shit to say, and I'm like, man, I appreciate that, man. I just need to. That's why I be trying to be on here consistently, and I have been for the past week. I've been on TikTok like every day, a couple times a day, a couple hours every time, at least 2 or 3 hours, and then I'm like, I made probably like $40 off that bitch so far. It ain't shit, but it's a start. It's somewhere. You ain't gonna make 100 until you make that 40. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, and that's with anything.
Yeah, so I'm like, I feel like, all right, it's traction now. All right, now I gotta keep going. I'm like, all right, I got a little money now. I'm gonna leave it in there, and I'm just gonna keep interacting, keep posting, keep being on live. I know people who post but don't be on live. I'm like, the live is where it's at. That's where they like, if you got people follow you or sit on your live and send you shit, all that accumulate to money at the end of the day. And I'm sure they do it the same way on here, but I'm like, I never been on here. I don't know. Just like streaming platforms, like, if I'm on YouTube and I'm on Spotify, I'm on fucking iTunes, I'm on every platform, but it's like they all break down the money different, Right. It's like if I get 1 million views on this one, it's different if I'm gonna get 1 million views on each platform, the kick out is different for all of them. So I'm like, I don't know what it is, until I really start being on here. So this first time it's good because I'm like, I met you, and I'm like, it's I'm like, that's what it be about. It's all about like meaningful. I feel like it's like meaningful conversations and shit, because people don't forget that. They'll see your face again and be like, oh yeah, that's bro from, he did this. Don't you do that? Don't you? Oh, you do music? Don't you still? So it's like they don't forget certain shit we talked about. We don't do. People in general, that's how we are. We creatures of habit. It's like when we see something or we cool with something, we like that, we want to be around that, we want to do more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
You ain't lying, man. And that's what it is too, man. I'm glad that you actually went to work that day, because you end up talking about something. Not only getting into that with the Black Panther, you actually met a Black Panther. That's another thing. So that is great. And then to talk about the guy with the heart thing, the most important part I got out of that is that he actually saved your life by saying that you need that thing that you gotta have, because he's just warning you like, yo.
Yeah, see, I took it like that too. I'm like, I'm supposed to carry it. They told me to carry it, and I found somebody who had it before me, and he had more stints. He had 4 stints. That means he was fucked up. They had to put, they only can go in 2 places, and I didn't even ask them which place they went in. You know what I'm saying? They only can go in your wrist or your groin, and I didn't ask them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, ain't no telling where the fuck they went and did this shit. As soon as they said groin, I said, no, you ain't no, get my hand here, wrist. Fuck is you talking about? Exactly. So that means they had to go on my wrist. They had to go on my wrist all the way to my heart, and they had the camera going. They had to do all that shit while I'm laying down stiff on the. I can't. They gave me some shit. I thought it's supposed to. I think it's supposed to knock me out, but I was up the whole time listening to them talk and everything, bro.
Right.
I'm like, this shit is crazy. I'm like, man, I didn't say nothing. I feel like I couldn't say nothing, but I can just look straight up. I was just looking straight up, but I can hear them walking around talking, and I'm like, what the fuck is y'all talking about y'all vacations and shit for? Like, I'm laying down on the fucking bed, but because they said just in case they had to go on my groin, they had to shave, they had to move, I had to be naked, and they had to shave around right there first. So they basically got me naked and shaving me. I'm like, that shit crazy, bro. I'm like, but don't go there. I'm like, don't go that way unless you have to, but that's what they said. I'm like, they said which way I want. I'm like, I don't know which guy gonna say, all right, go through the groin. Hell nah.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm so glad that he told you to keep that shit with you, because listen, that's all it takes for you to not have that shit. And then that's a whole nother problem. Like, so that was the warning. Not necessarily, it's a warning, but it's more like, yo,
acknowledge, like, let me know, like,
yo, hold, like,
putting me up on game, like.
and you know, I'm gonna tell you, you know, when people talk, it actually does relieve stress because it's letting you get off, like get away from. Not only it's helping the mind figure things out and keeping a lot of things suppressed, like the anything messed up. It keeps it suppressed, like it buries it. And so that's great, man. Even to me right now, this is my first day back on this live. I said I was looking at costor. I'm looking at this kid like he's making a lot of money by streaming. He's younger than me. Then they got a lot of.
But he's like the top though. You know, you always supposed to look at the top, but then you're supposed to go with, you know, when you starting out, we gotta start looking at people that's, you know, like just getting it going too. You know, like, you know, because it's a lot of different ways you can do it too. Like I know people who doing live, they just doing fitness. That's their lane. They want to just get on there and just work out. Get on there and work out. And people, that's a lane. People get on there and watch you work out all fucking day.
Right.
And it's like it's a lane for everything. I seen even on here, Snoop Dogg smoking, and he's just playing with the DJ shit. That's all he doing, sitting in front of the DJ shit, smoking. And they say he gonna be on there for 30 minutes and he getting off. So it's like he get on there for a little bit of time, get all that interaction, get off. It's crazy. As soon as I got on his shit, it said he invited you on the live. I'm like, is he really doing that or what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying?
Nah, for real. It's a good thing, man.
Because I be having questions anytime anything happen, anytime anybody do anything, because I feel like it's a choice. Everything is a choice, man. So it's like when people do shit, I be like, why? You know, it's a reason why. Like, why did you do that? Why did you choose to do that? Why did you go there today? Why did you want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Because every day we all got the same 24. What did you do? Why did you wake up at that time today? Why did you go to sleep at that time today? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, like it's like what you do today? Who did you talk to? What did you help build? What did you contribute today or this week or this month? Like the goals, you gotta look at it like, all right, if you ain't do nothing today, what did you do for the week? You ain't do nothing for the week, what did you do for the month? Damn, you ain't do shit for the month either. You ain't do for the shit for the year. Come on, man. Like, come on. Now you gotta really think like, what is you doing?
That's true.
Like a day ain't shit. Like if I ain't did shit today, that ain't shit. I ain't did shit today. I wasted the day. But like, what did I do for the week? You know what I'm saying? Like I've been working all week, so it's like, all right. I feel like, all right, if I was chilling, whatever I was doing, that's what I was doing. It's like they don't do nothing all day.
Right.
They talking to themselves. They not getting no money nowhere. They not helping nobody do shit. They just taking and they using and abusing.
Yeah, man. No lie. I think it should be a part in the world where everybody should take at least 1 hour and just be in a quiet place and just talk about life, like. Cause a lot of times we don't really think about ourselves that much.
We don't, bro. That's a big one, bro. Stay on that topic. We don't, bro. I had to sit back and think and like sit. I'm like, what the fuck I be doing sometimes? I had to wonder, like, all right. I even told my lady, like, I was wondering why I keep having lady problems and all that shit a lot of times is because, like I say, what you put out in the universe, that's what comes back. And I put out years of chasing, you know, like on their ass, but they was going, but I'm like, I had like, that's why I got 7 kids, I got 6 baby mamas, nigga. I got problems. I got problems.
Well,
I'm talking about
wait.
They don't like it. It's like they don't like each other. Some young, some old. It's like they don't. It's like I be trying to get them together. It ain't happening. I be trying to. So it be stressing me trying to. All right, every day I gotta go. I'm trying to see all my kids or some of them. Then I gotta see the rest of them the other day. So it's like it be. I be feeling like sometimes I don't got enough time in a day, but if when you prioritize, you got time for everything. You know, I feel like you just gotta. Sometimes it's easier to do certain shit. Sometimes it's easy when they make it easy for me, but if they make it hard, that means I gotta add that to my plate. Like, all right, now I gotta fight to find time to get to the kids and shit like that with them and shit. Or it's like it be too much shit, or I gotta take time to go through courts and shit. Now I gotta take off. It's like, come on, like it be too much. That's why when it start going like that, like, all right, that shit start stressing. All right, now let me handle what I can do, what I can fix, what I can change. If I can't do nothing about it right now, I'm not tripping about it. I can't do nothing about it.
I'm glad you said that, because guess what? Let me say this. Even though you got a lot of baby mothers and a lot of kids, that means you got a big heart. You like to love. So you can't even blame yourself for you being you. That's number one. For two, you gotta get the plan is now that you gotta get rich. You gotta get a big ass house to where when the kids do come, they can all come to see you at one time and be like, yo, listen, y'all can sleep anywhere you want, do whatever the hell you gotta do, y'all at my spot, everything is on me. And that's gonna be a real great big, it's not a hard thing to do right now. It's just the work that
I feel like if that happened, bro,
Listen, it ain't no if. You gotta do that. You gotta listen.
When
you gotta win.
It's gonna happen here.
Because guess what? You already proved the point that look, I got a big heart. I got a big heart. I love sex. There's no problem with that. Don't beat yourself down for that. Now it's time to be like, you know what? Bread and try to, even if you get a little home, the little home could start off small, and then you still do your streaming shit. Grow that shit. Grow everything small. Grow it small to where everything is coming in, and then you sit down. Like, you know what? I'm gonna make a sacrifice to go get something bigger. And then just like Costor now, he sit there in his room. He got his little space. That same space, you see that same background all the time, and you just keep going. Just keep going. Whenever you do get your kids,
streaming, they different rooms and shit. You said, like, people, they all had a different room. They were streaming in other rooms, and it looked like they was just in the next room, and they look like they in a whole different house, whole different place, and y'all all 3 or 4 streaming in one house, and y'all all doing all right. Oh yeah, they was building that money, and then Kai took off, and he brought all them with him. So it's like it was over with.
That's what I'm saying, and you know.
But he had that team though. He started building that team. He did it himself, but he started helping out. So it's like bosses build bosses too. You know, that's why I be telling, like, I was working with one of the homies and shit for like 7 years and shit. I helped him build his shop and everything. To me, I was like, it's our shop. You know what I'm saying? Because I put blood, sweat, and tears in that bitch, bro. I ain't gonna lie, but at the end of the day, the money wasn't adding up and shit. So I'm like, at the end of the day, in the beginning it was, then shit started changing. Then I'm like, then a few times I brought a lot of money into the store, and then the piece that I got for it, it made me feel like, what the fuck? It made me realize, like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm the dumb one. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I do all this shit. I can do the same shit myself. I'm just using his space. You doing all this shit. I'm talking about, it's stuff in there I learned myself that nobody else know how to do. So it's like, I thought that, you know, most of the time that made you an asset, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm an asset, you know, but I'm like, I remove myself because I'm like, I feel like I'm building your shit so bad, and you're not even acknowledging I'm a part of the team or something. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst feeling to me. I'm like, bro, I put in years and years, and everybody was thinking it was my shit because of how much time I put in there. They think it's mine, but it's like he's flipping it on me like, you telling people it's yours. I never told people it's mine. Even though they see me in there, I just be like, shit, I say ours. If they brought it up, I'll be yeah, because I feel like that. Because if I put time in, nigga, if I'm not getting paid and I'm actually redesigning the store, that shit that costs money, but I'm not getting paid for that. I'll do all my orders. I got paid already, but then now I'll spend 4 or 5, 6 hours on cleaning the machines, reorganizing the shirts, making the business run smoother. You know what I'm saying? I created our little paper, our order form. I created that, like, to make it easier for customers to order shit. He's using all the shit that I like. Come on, like, I don't break it down like that, but I'm like, if I do, I'm like, I'm a part of all of that store. But I'm like, at the end of the day, if it's your shit, I'm gonna be like, all right, you know, like you said, it's your shit. You know, I gotta step back now because I need to get some money, like some money. Like I was putting in, like I'm talking about thousands. I was bringing in thousands. I'm customizing shoes. I'm doing fucking jackets. I'm stitching up biker shit. I'm talking about, I'm doing hats for schools coming through. I'm talking about funerals coming. Anything you can think of that need to get made, I've made it, bro. I've made cardboard cutouts for funerals. I've made blankets to lay on. I've made outfits to go on the person that's in the casket. Like, I've customized whole shit that I'm like, bro, this is crazy. I be feeling like I'm working in a funeral home sometimes. Like, I'm talking about because I be working with death so much. Like, a young nigga get killed now, his whole family coming in crying, and they getting shirts and getting pictures of him on there, and then they talking about who they gonna shoot next. I'm like, these is young kids though, but this is they life. So I'm like, I'm talking about young girls in there. I'm talking about this one young kid died. Why these little girls in the store talking about they really think they scored? Yes, they did. They just killed your family, your people. You talking about they think they scored. Y'all think it's a fucking game. They just took a life and y'all talking about they think they scored. Like, what? They about to get on all y'all ass. Like, y'all think it's a game. Y'all could have been out there too and got hit. Like, people get hit by being a bystander all the fucking time. Like y'all, but that's the cycle and shit. I be wanting to talk about that too because I'm like, I've dealt with a lot of, like, I'm talking about at least 7, 8 years of families that I'm talking about. Like, this one guy got killed by the police, and he his wife and all his kids, they came 6 years straight. Like, every year I'm making like outfits for all of them, and they taking pictures, you know, together. And I was the one they came to, you know. And like, people come directly to me. They'll call me like, "Hey, it's that time of the year. I need something made for my son that passed and shit." You know, like, because they know I'm gonna put my stamp on that shit, and I'm gonna, you know, I go overboard. Like, I don't do too much, but like, I do my shit. And I'm talking about, people don't even go to the store now because I'm not in there. So it's like, he feeling the impact that, like, people still want me to do their shit. They like, when they ask, am I still up there? And I'm like, nah. They like, you still doing shit though, right? I'm like, yeah. And now they like, yup, all right, cool, yup. I'm gonna call you as soon as I need something. That means the clientele, they want me. They don't want the store. They don't care where I'm at.
You're right.
So it's like, I built that relationship. They want me because of who I am and what I do too. It ain't just that. It's that relationship. He'll do their shit and never really talk to them. I'll have a whole real conversation with motherfuckers, and like I said, that's why that's the difference. They'll come in and be like, they'll tip me and never tip him, but he been doing shit for the longest. But I'm like, the tips make me work harder too, and it make me, like, I have a slow day or not feeling good or down from some other shit, stressing about whatever, and then so I make somebody else happy and they'll give me $50 just like, here. Exactly. I appreciate that. I'm like, damn, like, what? Like, damn, you ain't have to give me $1. You just gave me 50 on top of it. And I'm like, I wasn't even giving 50 for doing your shit.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you don't even know what you did. Like, people don't be knowing what they do. Like when you give back and do shit, like, you don't even know what you just did. Like, it was this dude digging in, like, I was at work doing the security again. This dude pulled up on a bike in the rain. He had a box on his head, like, you know, trying to stay out the rain and shit. And he had, like, his little cart behind him and all that shit getting wet and all that. He stopped by in front of the bar to open the little cigarette thing to dig in there and try to find some cigarettes and shit. I hand that nigga some money, like, here, bro. Just You know, I don't want shit. We don't gotta talk. We don't gotta. You know, just here, just keep it pushing. And he probably ain't ever had no nigga. It was an older white dude. He probably ain't had no nigga handle no money ever.
It be hard, man. It'd be hard all over.
I'm just like, I didn't like that. I'm like, it's raining. I'm like, how he built the box, like how he cut the box so he can use it as like a fucking helmet while he riding. I ain't never seen that, bro. He's riding a bike and he built, like he cut the box so he can be able to like see while he riding the bike. The shit was wild. I'm like, man. I'm like, bro, here's just a couple dollars if you need some smokes or some shit, man, or whatever the fuck. Like, go grab something to eat or do like something. Like, I can't go give you no room and no shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like just any kind of gesture. It's like you don't gotta do everything. That's like a small goal. You know what I'm saying? The big goal would have been like, damn, if you help somebody big like that. But like, if you can get somebody a couple dollars, bro, why the fuck is you arguing about? I've argued with people like, why you give them some money? They ain't gonna do this? But it don't fucking. You don't know what the fuck. It don't fucking matter. I don't care what they do with that shit. They gonna wipe their ass with that shit. It's the gesture. It's the point that we should help, and nobody will be down if somebody helps somebody.
That's true.
It ain't even a lie. If he sat out there all day, and if 100 people gave him $1, he didn't put in a work shift. And if he did that for, you know what I'm saying? Like any business, if you like, it's the same thing with the waters. If you're getting a dollar from everybody, you can just calculate that by the day, by the hour, by the month, by the year. And if you stay consistent, you're going to stick to them numbers. It's business. You're going to stick to them numbers.
Shit, you better stick to them numbers.
But if you're spending more than you make, you spending more than you make, that's the way to lose. If you're spending more than you're spending more, you're dishing out more than that's going in. You know what I'm saying? You get 1 cup in and you give out 2 cups. What the fuck was that? How you give out? So how did that happen? Now you negative. Now you in a hole. Now I'm like, now you owe somebody a cup. Like, come on, like make it make sense. You can't even have a cup for yourself.
That's right.
That's why I be wanting to talk to certain people. But it's like certain people, like when they in that situation, sometimes they can't hear it or they don't want to hear it, but that's why they in that position. You need to hear somebody. You need to change something. You need to make somebody need to somebody got to light a fire up under you. If they don't light no fire, then shit, then you gon' that's the motivation, that fire up under your ass, make you get up. Move the fuck on. If somebody put a lighter on your feet, what you gonna do?
Motherfuckers gonna start moving.
Gonna start kicking like a mom. Hey, I seen a video where somebody had their face on the glass on the car, and somebody did that shit with the lighter. They lit the lighter on the window while he sleep, his face on the window, and that shit. As soon as he felt that heat, that nigga jumped up. Like, what the fuck was that?
That's that worst heat when it press up on the glass on you. That's crazy.
He was linked all the way on the gas, and on the glass. They put the lighter right on that motherfucker. A couple seconds later, that nigga was like, ooh, woke up.
That shit crazy. Oh no.
Right, that's the same way how they, like when you sleep, how they'll try to light your feet, like your toes sitting there, they'll just put the lighter, like put the heat close by the bottom of your feet, and then you feel that heat, you gonna start kicking like, what the fuck was that?
Shit is getting real.
Man, but they do that shit for likes and views and content. That's the name of the game, content.
That shit.
Everything you put out is content. You put a picture out, it's content. If you put a picture out with a video or a picture with sound in the background, that's different. It's content. You know what I'm saying? It's all.
I seen that, like they be doing, people that be doing beats, they be having the anime as video, and I'm not into anime. I was never that was never my thing, but it's getting a lot of reception, so I might have to jump into doing an anime video. Might have to do
That's true.
like
Yeah,
that.
the anime is a big. That's a big. You like you said, you won't know nothing about it, but that's a big. It's a big world. The anime scene is big as fuck. It's over countries and that. So that's probably in the billions too. Like the anime TV shows, the games, the all that shit. Like they got like the only anime I really fuck with, it was real like the Dragon Ball Z type shit. That's anime, but you know they try to make it more US type shit. But all of that shit is really from Japan and China and all that shit, and they just made it English for us and shit. Like even Pokemon, that's all still kind of considered like anime type shit. But it's like they try to make it more for us type shit. But it's like when you watch all the other ones, they be talking all kind of other languages too.
Exactly.
It's like they be killing and fucking and doing all that shit on them cartoons. Boy, they be doing some sexual ass shit on them anime shit. Like people be acting like they don't, like it's just a cartoon. No, anime ain't a regular cartoon. That's grown cartoons, basically. Grown people cartoons.
You know what? You definitely right. Definitely right. It is.
Like they be kissing. They be watching ass. They be making every anime girl got some big ass titties, and they all on them. You know what I'm saying? It's like on the show they be all like y'all like showing all these. Y'all doing all sexual shit on these anime shows, and these is young kids watching this shit, and then they get you see what they be watching and what they be on. And they already got anime porn for real, so it's like it's not that far off. You go to a website, now you watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's that quick.
Crazy.
Anime is crazy. It's like it's entertaining, but yeah, if you just letting your kids watch it, they be talking like the language is like I said, it's adult language. They be talking crazy, like get your ass out of here, and you know what I'm saying, like like young kids don't need to be, you know what I'm saying, like all that type of shit on a cartoon.
Right.
And it's a visual. It ain't just audio. They hear it and then they see like, oh damn, why is all these characters doing this? Why they always fighting? Why the girls always, it's a lot of, that shit it's a whole nother world.
Mm-hmm. You're definitely right. You definitely right, man. It's a lot of stuff out there that you just gotta apply yourself to.
Oh yeah.
It's something, man.
I be seeing how Kai don't be going 24 hours. That shit be crazy. You see how they be doing that shit?
And what?
They be live streaming for like some of them live streams. They be doing it for like 24 hours or more and shit.
No lie.
Like they'll go to sleep. They'll all get in sleeping bags and lay on the floor and just have the camera still on. People on there typing and talking and shit.
Now, let me tell you something about that. Today is my first day back on this, and this is actually my first live stream. Right now, it's about to be 3 hours, right? Because I'm about to, post it on YouTube and stuff like that. But I am going to be live streaming all night. Like, on my page, I'm going to be live streaming. I'm about to go hook up a whole area where I just live stream, because streaming, it been around for a while and stuff like that, but I really want to get into it now. Like, I really the summer's about to come. I'm going to be at the swimming pool from when that shit opened to when it closed. That's another live stream. I'm going to be swimming and shit like that. So I can't wait for that shit to open, because I'm gonna be doing my swimming shit. I'm gonna be doing, how you just jump in the water and just, what I'm saying? People wanna see people have fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might buy a surfboard. I never went surfing, but I'm gonna just buy that shit just to buy it, and
all you gotta do is you buy one and just walk on the beach. Look, just walk on the beach. Don't even get on the water yet. They gonna be like, they gonna be waiting for you. They like, they can't wait to see this nigga get on that surfboard.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
but you gonna have people. They like, y'all seen that black dude with that surf? Because like I said, I promise you, it's not a lot of niggas that surfing, bro. I promise you. That's not even trying it. If you walk around with a surfboard, you just look like you finna surf, and they gonna be like, oh yeah, he about that life.
That's what I'm trying to say. This shit is crazy, and that goes a part of marketing. They see me walking with a surfboard. They like, oh, yo, you about to go surfing? I'm about to go, or just come up with a song. I'm about to go surfing. I'm about to just walk around the whole city like I'm about to go surfing. I'm about to go, some shit like that.
Matter of fact, you just gave me an idea. No, I got a song called "Splashing Like Water." So if you go on TikTok, you can make a video in the water. I've been trying to push it for like water thing. Like it's called since it's called Splashing Like Water. Like if you hear it and shit, you'll be like, oh yeah, it sound like some trap shit, but it sound like some like some summer like vibe poolside type shit. So it's like that makes sense. Like motherfuckers just in there splashing type shit. So I still ain't shot the music video yet. So when I shoot that shit, I wanted to do like a pool party, a lot of water guns. Just a lot of ladies just shooting motherfuckers up type shit. That's all. It's simple.
Yeah. That's dope, man. Like, just different. It's just different avenues, man. Like, it's just crazy.
Like content.
That content, man. That shit is everywhere. I like the food content. I think I'm gonna do me a food content too. Like that eating.
Yeah, I want to do. Yeah, I want to do that too. I'm probably gonna do that just to. So I can, because I be wanting to tell people how that shit really tastes and shit, man. Because I feel like everybody keeps saying everything not fucking good, man. I be mad, man. I tell you exactly, like I got taste buds, man. I be feeling like Ramsey sometimes. I'm like, man, this shit, you put too much of this in there, or nah, this ain't that. I tasted a lot of, you know what I'm saying, like, because people cook a lot of different ways. You can make. 10 people can make the same pie. That shit ain't gonna come out the same.
Exactly, and I was gonna tell you, the thing about the cooking content is that we all be eating the same things actually every single day. You gotta
either find new places or hidden gems type shit, like a place that nobody really be like a hidden spot. Like most people like only point those spots out if they're good. Like they'll be like, y'all need to try this spot that's in the cut. Nobody really know, boom boom, because they know it's good. But I would just be like, hey, I gotta try it. Let me see what it is. And cause it's like one of the homies, he came out with a burger. It's called the Bot Burger. I'm talking about this burger is $20. I'm talking about motherfuckers he went viral because he made a music video and everything to it. And I'm talking about that was perfect with the content. He shot the music video. He did the promo like he was making a whole new store, but it was already a restaurant, but he's just selling his burger in there, so you can get it on the menu.
Right.
It's just called a Bot Burger. It's like it's a big ass burger, but like I said, it's $20. I'm like, this shit is, but people been buying the shit out of that and doing reviews like this is like the best burger they had. So I'm like, man, I want to try this shit and really be like, because if it's that, because people making content basically taking a bite and just doing something crazy and shit, falling out and, what I'm saying, like, doing all the most, how we get dramatic, bro. We gonna show you like how good this shit is. Like,
right.
And if that shit ain't good, the best way we can show you is spitting that shit out or saying
Yeah, man.
It's like, who made the potato salad?
I'm trying to tell you. That's what. Yeah, man. It's different. It's things, and I'm trying to get into everything. There's a lot of stuff I'm gonna get into, man. I wanted to get into that UFC fighting, man. I want to like, but then that's another thing, because if you get hit the wrong way, I don't want to get into like.
It's been dying down.
I don't want to get into like. I want to do it.
But it's like, you know what? Let me just stay on the safe side and do something safe, man. Everything don't gotta be dangerous sometimes. Like, I really want to get into that shit, but I don't know, man. You gotta be. That shit is. I don't know, man. It looks fun. For everybody that's dangerous and that's about that shit. But at some point, it's like, you know what? Yo, I seen somebody get hit the wrong. That shit put them out of commission. Like, they was done. I'm talking about.
Little scrappy dumb people push dude off the stage.
Yo, you seen that shit and killed him?
Yeah, bro, that shit was wild, bro. Just picture, that's all you remember. Run up on the stage and then just black out. That shit is crazy. It's done. Like,
I was trying to figure out, like, us as entertainers. We all know that when somebody's performing, do not jump on they set.
Yeah, we know that, yo. We all know that.
Everybody.
So you can't. Everybody react different too.
Yo, but that was wrong because the dude that pushed him, he wasn't even security. Like, I understand you trying to hold.
Yeah, that was just one of the homies type shit. Yeah, that was just somebody else. He wanted to beat somebody up. He couldn't wait to fight somebody that day. So like I said, that's one of them people that he woke up, he was on that day. But if he ran up on the stage against somebody like me that day, I probably would have grabbed that nigga and we probably would have, picked the nigga up and walked off the stage with the nigga, or you know what I'm saying? We would have, we would have took the nigga away.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been.
It wouldn't have been that push was violent as fuck, bro. That shit was, bro. That nigga like, you could see his body just man, that shit was crazy. You see, he hit like a pole or something. There was something on the ground right there too. So he probably, or he hit his head on that concrete. Either way, he's done with.
Yeah, you know what? No lie, we all could agree that we never seen a push like that in years.
Yeah, that push was, I ain't seen no push like that in football, nigga, and basketball, nothing, nigga. What the fuck was that?
Damn. And
that was forced. That's why I said. That's why he hit that ground like that, and it was like so violent that it was. Yeah, I thought he was gonna hit that ground and been seizuring and been. No, they said he hit that ground and he didn't make a move. His chest didn't move. He didn't move his arm. He didn't slide. He didn't do shit. He hit that ground and it was lights off.
Yeah, man. You know why? Cause he pushed him in mid-air like. Some was already like, the stage is already.
He couldn't catch himself. He couldn't catch
up on the. He didn't get up on the stage, but he almost was there. But then he got pushed down, and then he couldn't tell when he was gonna fall. You can't even tell when you.
Yeah, so he couldn't put his arm back. He couldn't do nothing. It was straight head. It's like basically he pushed his head into the ground. Basically, that's what he did. Like, cause. That push
he went head
through his body violently to the ground. That's like if you hit. That's like niggas in a street fight. I see this the security dude punch a nigga, like sucker punched a nigga, and the nigga fell. And when he hit the ground, that's when it was he died from that. And they charged him and shit with that. They gave him manslaughter or some shit or whatever. They gave him some less, but it was still some time, like 7 years or some shit like that for a punch, nigga. A punch, you doing 7-piece.
That's too much time.
He probably did less because I think he didn't have no priors and all that shit. So I'm sure he got probation and he probably got a couple years or some shit like that. I feel like they would have gave him some kind of jail time probably because of what happened. But I'm sure probation was on the table because, I'm sure he looked like he ain't had no priors and shit. He just ended up sneaking a nigga and then dude head hit that ground. So just like how he pushed, they should charge dude ass or like, what the fuck? Like, something should happen for that. That's a life loss.
First of all, he got.
I know they gonna sue for sure. They gonna sue, and that family gonna get some. They gonna get some money for that shit. Because that video, that shit was too violent, bro.
They're gonna get some money because guess what? That was not security that pushed them.
So that means they gonna feel like security's supposed to handle that, and they like now the security liable, now the club is liable or the event is liable, promoter or whoever. Somebody finna come out.
Everybody going down. And that's if
That's
you
like that Travis Scott shit, boy. That Travis Scott shit, boy. Them families was on their ass.
yeah, and that was 7 people at Travis Scott joint, so it's like he had to kick out that.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of joints.
But you know what? He settled out quick. A lot of people don't know Travis money is long.
Long.
That's crazy. That's crazy part.
That's kind of like he got kind of like that pop money, that Drake money. Like he up there around Drake shit. Like they should do numbers just cause. Even just that sicko mode, dumb as fuck for no reason. Like
yo, Travis.
One song can bring them in. One song can bring in so much, but then when you got that catalog, that's like multiple streams. That's like a lot of jobs. That's like another business. Like every catalog, every song that's doing good, that's a business.
Travis is so smart, man. He's a producer. He's an artist. He's known.
Yeah, if he producing all his own shit, he getting 2 checks then.
Yeah, he been like that since day one. Since day
Why
one,
you check and the producer check?
Since day one, Travis, ever since he made them beats, and now him and Kanye, they family. You know, they family. Cause they kids is cousins, so they locked in. They produce.
Yeah, they got their kids producing the shit out of shit.
I'm trying to tell you. So they locked.
And they doing it the smart way. And some of these basketball players doing it right too and shit. But you know, I just don't like how LeBron did his shit. His son was doing all right without his dad having to, you know, make sure he come to the same team. You know, he just wanted to have 2 rings. Like if he thought they was gonna win, if they won with Luka, his son would have got a ring, and that means they would have got 2 rings in the family.
The timing, yeah, the timing for him to go to the Lakers was good. It's good that he's on the Lakers, but the timing of the whole league being flipped and not having the same players is gonna be actually hard to. It was a whole flip, so it was like, then you got Curry in the league. How are you going to get a ring with Curry in the league? Curry got his first ring. I was looking at him when he was in college. He was doing the same shit he doing in the NBA. He was doing that in college. That was like, how much years ago was that? That was like 09, going on. What is that? Like that's a couple years, bro. That's like 2011. I seen him play in 2011 or 10. Like 10, 12, 13, 14 years ago, man. He was in college. So,
yeah, like 14, 15, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. It's crazy. So now I don't know how the NBA scene is looking right now, man. Like
what you think about Edwards?
Who?
Edwards.
From what, the Knicks?
Oh, damn. See, yeah, you got from Minnesota, man. Damn.
Oh, Minnesota Grizzlies?
Hell nah, the Wolves, man. You got the Wolves.
Oh yeah, the Wolves. I'm thinking it. Yeah, Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm bugging.
Yeah, Minnesota. You like Memphis? Yeah, that's the Memphis Grizzlies. Yeah.
Yeah, cause I like those 2 teams. I just got them mixed up. Edwards, I ain't really see him play like that. I gotta check him out.
Oh yeah, you wasn't watching. You wasn't watching the playoffs.
Nah.
You gotta watch We was the last. You know, we was in the last 4. We was the last 4. We got knocked off by OKC. OKC beat us. And OKC the number 1 team. So it's like we beat LeBron, then we beat Curry. We beat LeBron Yeah, then we beat Curry but Curry got hurt. But we beat Golden State. And then we had to play OKC.
Yeah, OKC. Let me see if this is straight. what's that 3-point shooter? Was Paul on there?
Paul?
Yeah.
On where?
On
I said Paul where? Nah, he was back in the day. The 3-point shooter. They got Chet shooting them threes. That he's from Minnesota. Chet, the big tall white dude.
Yeah.
He's shooting the threes over there. But they got a couple shooters over there. Everybody can really hit a three. But they main player.
Who's over there?
You talking about Shy Alexander? Shy. He the MVP of the league. From OKC, they gave him he won MVP, and if he win the finals, he 2 games away from having his first ring. OKC finna get a ring if they win 2 more games.
You know what? This 2025 league right now.
It was the year of the young teams. It was New York. It was New York, Indiana, OKC, and Minnesota. Out of those 4 teams, all 4 teams never really won a title. So it's and it's like young players. Like we knocked all the vets really out. It was like all no names or like 4 or 5 year players type shit. It's a young man's game right now. These OGs they better surround themselves with some young ass players.
That's the thing. That is actually the thing.
Everybody trying to just be around other OGs, but it's like the OGs need that supporting cast. That's it, really. If you get a good team with that bench that can come in, oh man, it's over.
Yeah, man.
Somebody control the game. Somebody that can run the shit, control the game. They can score wherever they want to, and that's what OKC doing. They MVP. He can score wherever he wants to, whenever he wants to. And then his supporting cast just need to show up and they gonna win.
That's the thing. That is the thing right there. Because the league is so tricky right now that I'm not sure where everybody is actually coming from. Because if I'm looking at Sunday's games, like what's that college, not the NBA, what they call the college one?
NAA.
NAA. If I'm looking at the NAA, I can understand who's going to go to the NBA. That's why I'm not familiar about who's in the NBA right now, because it's like, damn, where he came from. Where the person came from, so I could be like, all right, let me go check out who was on Georgia. I could see who's playing on Georgia. All right, so if he get drafted, I already know where he gonna go. Who's playing on like Stanford, Duke, all these different college teams. Once I see how they playing, then I know where they going. I already know where they going.
Yeah, I'm gonna go, man.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I gotta get back into leagues play again.
What kind of football you on the football?
The Knicks made it to the Final Four. That's good enough.
But why they fired the coach though, man? They tripping.
They fired the coach? They needed men.
Yeah, as soon as they lost, they fired.
Yeah.
I don't think they got nobody yet. They still looking like you supposed to found somebody first, and they ain't got them out. You gonna just fire the man and shit on some bogus shit like he ain't got no family and shit.
New York is different, man. You gotta remember, they in that locker room. They talking mad shit. yo, you gonna do this?
Right. So yeah, if the players want him out, that's the only way. He's probably out and they feel like
they need Spike Lee up in there.
Trying to get KD. They need Spike Lee up in there. They trying to get KD or some shit, but I'm like, Minnesota want him too. But I'm like, if New York get him, they gonna have to give up a lot of shit. Or the same with us, we gonna have to give up a lot of shit. But I'm like, our bench is all right. I feel like we just need to add something. We don't need to give away 5 motherfuckers and change the whole look of the team. You know what I'm saying? And keep ours as starters, but then change, like, get rid of 2 starters and a few bench players or some picks and shit. Like, come on, man. Y'all just need a little bit more firepower. Y'all was there with Indiana. Now Indiana going back and forth with OKC. Indiana,
and they
I thought it was gonna be Minnesota. I thought it was gonna be Minnesota and New York.
Yeah, but
and then it ended up being the teams that they played. It ended up being the teams they played, the opposite.
You know what I think it is too, man? They need to start practicing on Sundays. I don't think these teams is going out there on a Sunday and practicing. I think that's where they're losing at, because they think Sunday is just a Bible day, a rest day, and all that. No. If I was a coach, I'd have been telling them, listen, y'all gotta be out here throwing that ball from 12 to 12 to 12. From 12 to 12 to 12, man. Straight. We need this ring. We need these toe rings, man. I'm trying to tell you, make it, you know what I'm saying? Make it funny for them, make it realistic. And, you know, cause they don't got, you know what it is? You know why people don't win no more? Because I think laughter is a part of winning. Because you can't be serious all the time. You know what I'm saying? Cause yo, being serious all the time, and then when you lose, you're not gonna take that shit well. You gotta loosen up. That's where, you know, okay, cause guess what? Every time Curry made them hits, his whole team jumped up. They was cheering, they was happy, they was like, yo, happiness, yo, happiness. Yo, man, happiness plays a real big part of winning, man. That's why Jordan, when the Bulls was winning back to back, they was happy. They got the ring. Oh, we got the ring. Oh my God. Man, they made sure they got another one, because that shit, yo, that ring, yo, you put the ring on, you turn into a whole different person, bro.
You saw when Indiana, no, not Indiana, I think what was it, New York? When New York beat Indiana, one of the games in the series, J.R. Smith came right up to Brunson and put his hand on his shoulder like this while he was getting interviewed, and he had his Cavaliers finals ring, and he had his Lakers ring, you know, with LeBron. You know, both of his rings, J.R. Smith, you know, both of his rings was with LeBron, you know, when he was with the Cleveland and then when he was with L.A. So he's just rubbing his shoulder trying to show him both of them rings, like, yeah, nigga, I got these fucking NBA final rings, nigga. Yeah, you better win one of these bitches, nigga. He was trying to help him out, but then he ended up losing, so I'm like, damn, he rubbed the wrong shit on him, man.
But that was supposed to, I ain't gonna lie, that was supposed to give him some hype, like.
It was. That's why I said it was. But then, hey, if it go the other way, people gonna look at it like, hey, it's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Perspective gonna look like, hey, on that game, hey, he rubbed that man's shoulders. He did not supposed to do that. He wasn't supposed to be there. He inserted himself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
He brought that energy there.
Yeah,
you know?
it took. You know what? It took away. Like, cause
it took away from what he had going.
Yeah,
he had too much. His cup was full. He just overflowed this shit now, like, for no reason.
Damn.
Got a whole mess. My people wanted something done on that.
You're definitely right, man.
Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm about to get ready to get off here and shit. I gotta head to work and shit in a minute and shit, so I'm about to just chill for a second, then head out and shit. I usually be going live at the job too, but like on the weekends it be too packed, you know. But like when it's late, I just set my phone up and let it just record the bar. I walk back and forth and shit, and then I just get the views from, you know, just showing that I'm just working. I'm just, you know, the phone set up. I'm not really interacting. I walk past and say something, but
doing that at work.
Just set it up, and just do what you act like it ain't there. Don't even talk to the people. They'll sit there and watch you and chat and comment and like. I was in the gym working out. I ain't even see none of this. I couldn't read none of the shit because I'm working out. My phone all the way propped up. As soon as I got done with a rep, I went over there to the phone. It was all kind of likes. It was comments. People just saying all kind of shit. I'm like, damn. I'm like, but it's like, all right, that means they just watching me now. So I'm like, hey, I ain't even have to say nothing, or you know, you just gotta do what you doing. And if somebody gonna click on this bitch, you never know who watching.
Word. That's what I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna start even doing my YouTube live, but I ain't do YouTube live. I was doing it, but I was just doing something else with it, but. I'm gonna get the courage, man. Just like how I had the courage today to come on, I said, you know what? It's time to take this streaming shit serious, man. Cause if you don't, who else will? You know. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, do that shit. If not, I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna invite you on the live. Like, nigga, where you at?
Word.
Like, nigga, get on the live, nigga. You ain't been on here, man.
For real. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah. You know we can add hella people on this bitch and talk some shit too. So like I said, I'm down with all the discussions and shit too and shit. We can have other artists and shit on and we all can judge our peers and all that shit and be like, hey, if you really want, like, cause I tell you the shit I like, but if you want me to let you know the parts I don't like, I'm gonna tell you, cause you know that be the main shit. Like if you let me hear something, I'm gonna tell you all the parts I like. If I just say, oh, that's dope, that means I didn't give you no criticism. I'm just supporting by listening, by just letting you know, all right, that's dope. That means when I hear that I feel like you ain't listened to it, you know. But if you say, oh man, that part when you said, dude, that means you listened to it, you remember something caught your attention. You know what I'm saying? People react different when they heard some shit that they go hard as fuck versus it's some you know what I'm saying? If it's some shit, you know, I'm gonna let you know. I'm like, all right, yeah, that's cool. It's a nice song. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? It could do this, or you probably need somebody on this bitch. They need a different energy, or you probably didn't say it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you, if you want real shit, I'll give you some pointers for real. I'll be like, bro, this shit not mixed right, nigga.
Word. And that's like, you know,
it could be that. It could be something simple as that. Like, bro, get this song remixed, bro, and go to somebody else and record. Stop using that same nigga that don't got your sound right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It could be something simple as that. Like, bro, hey, you sound like you're reading your paper, bro. I know you wrote it, but you need to remember it and then deliver it, nigga. You sound like your tone ain't. You could have switched it up, but you didn't. You know, I'm like, where the energy at? Where the fire at, nigga? Then I tell the nigga, let me hear that verse right now. Like, spit me that verse right now. Let me hear how you know what I'm saying? Let me hear your delivery. Like, nigga, you gotta. Like, when I was rapping, I was doing the shit like I'm battling. Like, if I wanted to spit that shit like I'm talking about you.
Right.
Oh, bro, you tripping. Talking about my love. Come on, bro, you tripping.
Yeah, we gotta get his ass out of there. How you
Yeah,
we gotta delete that.
Yeah, he gone. Yeah, he gone, bro. He tripping.
Yeah, man.
I just said it's my first time going live. I got motherfuckers saying hi, love, and shit. What the fuck? That's the nigga, Marco.
Wrong avenue.
Wrong one, bro. This not the dating app for you, nigga. Go somewhere, nigga. I'm not on here for that. I'm not on like niggas anyway.
Word. We doing criticism.
I like women. If you ain't no lady.
Word,
but I got a lady, so I ain't worried about that. But that nigga said hi, my love, and sent the emoji. He gotta go.
We gotta get out of here. Head first. Throw him out of here.
Yeah, throw him out of here, right? Throw the nigga out like Uncle Phil. Throw that nigga out.
Straight up. Yeah, man, criticizing records is like that made me want to just open up some shit called criticize records.
And tell them Cash App you would Cash App. They got a Cash App for the real shit. If they want the watered down, you can just tell them they shit dope, and that's it. tell them I'm gonna say it's dope. You pay, but if you pay, I'm gonna tell you what's real.
Exactly, straight up.
Like, bro, you want some real? You want a real? Like, the artists do want people.
Right there.
They be needing doing that shit. You know that shit hot. Like, you know, people need to. I do need that. Yeah, they be needing that sometimes and shit. Like when I perform and people be like, bro, I'm like, bro, I'm seasoned, but I'm like, I'm humble as hell. I don't be, you know, but people can see it and they can tell. Like anytime I hit any stage, they gonna be like, oh yeah, I can tell you've been doing that shit for a minute or something. Like, yeah, hell yeah, because I practice my stage shit. I practice my vocals. When I come out there, I got my beat playing. I'm on vocal time. Depending on the song, I might throw one turn up song in there that just got the chorus on there, but then when the verse come on, you know, it's just me. Shit, you supposed to, I wanna deliver that shit, you know, because I be delivering it different than the song anyway. Because it's like when I perform it live, I put more energy in it, but when I'm in the studio, I just do it how I want it. I hear it how I feel like it should sound, but then I put way more energy when I perform it because I want you to like really feel that shit and it be different. It's like I performed with a live band a couple times and that shit is the best feeling in the world. Like they playing the drums and all that shit. Like, and you coming with the vocals. You feel like a real authentic artist. Like it make you feel like, all right, like they in here playing to you, like to, you know what I'm saying? They playing to me. They hitting they making the whole beat to what I'm saying. I'm like, this shit is live.
Back on that wave too. I gotta get back on that live band wave. It do something. Like it make you feel like, oh shit. Cause them was live instruments.
Right. Live instruments and that shit sound different, hit different. They into it. I'm performing. I look back. He over there like, I'm like, damn, he in this shit. What? I'm like, now the chorus come on. They saying the chorus too. I'm like, oh man, now I feel like we a whole band for real. I'm like, I need to hire these niggas. You know what I'm saying? Had these niggas at all my shows. Like, as soon as I get a big show, call these niggas up. Like, hey, I'm performing here. I need y'all. Any show, as an artist, you can bring your own DJ and all that shit, man. But a lot of artists don't come with none of that. You know, it's a lot of shit you can do that people don't come with because they don't be prepared. They just want to hit the stage. Like, you got to have a show ready. I got merch ready. I be ready when I get to the show. Like, I'm gonna have a table set up, nigga. Come spend some money, come take some pictures, nigga. Come do something.
For real. You got a drink over there? I'm gonna need me a drink. I
remember I performed for Afro Man. You know the nigga who made that because I got high shit, that old shit.
Yeah.
I did a show with him. He had people was talking shit like, nigga, why are you doing the show with Afro Man? I'm like, nigga, because I fuck with that. I grew up on that song, nigga, because I got high. Nigga, that's my shit, nigga. I was smoking it, young as hell. And then I'm like, you know, I did it just, you know, to meet him too. And we was just chopping it up, smoking, chilling, cool as hell. And then at the show, I'm talking about, it was a lot of white people in that bitch. I'm like, bro, see, y'all niggas be scared to do shit because y'all like, oh, niggas ain't gonna be there. Niggas not gonna be there. It's not cool. I'm like, bro, with so many white people in there, they was buying my shirts and making me sign them, all kind of shit. I'm like, bro, they making me really sign autographs in this bitch. I'm like, that's when it make you feel good too. Like when little shit like that, like take a picture. Let me take a picture with you. Just because you saw me perform, you want to take a picture with me. That's because they want to keep that and remember, like, hey, if I did see him down the line, hey, I got this picture. I performed with that nigga. I liked this show.
That's what I'm saying. Not only that, see, I ain't gonna lie, man. When I started out, I was doing a lot of shows and I got a black crowd. You know when you coming up, you doing hood music and stuff like that. But once I got a little older and I started figuring out, like, going to the black clubs, like, I love my people, but it's always some drama. It's always something, bro. I don't care what it is. It's just, I can't do it no more. Especially I'm older. So now I make different music, and guess what? All my fans is white. Every time I do a show, it's white people. But then again, I've been doing that for a while to where it's like, damn, it's only but one nigga in the crowd, and I'm on stage. They probably looking at it like, man. But they don't really care because they really do music. Like, white people do music.
Yeah.
Like, they don't care what it is.
Yeah, I know.
They do rock, they do country, they do all kind of stuff. So it's like, when I come, it ain't gonna be, I make sure my music don't got no curses. I'm not saying the A word, the B word, the F word, the H word. It's just simple, corny ass music. Some shit that they'll relate to. That'd be like, oh, yo, they give you.
That's what you meant. That's what you're saying. Like some edited, some ABCs, just some people be doing that for them YouTube videos. Like for these fucking, they'll make a song about potty and shit, potty training. And it'll be a cartoon, and it'll just be like, you know what I'm saying? And these kids is watching this shit. That's what they'll be getting 1 million views and shit. Or a cat video. And then you make a cat video with trap music or some shit in the background, your song in the background, bro. They gon' cats and babies is like almost the number one thing on YouTube, bro.
Oh man, it's just going. It's just
like
going viral.
Cat videos is a fucking
reason.
Is its own fucking lane.
I'm trying to tell you, man. It's like
that shit crazy.
That's what's It's not. I'm not. I could definitely make trap music and stuff like that, but I'm really trying to blow doing something else. Doing something like, I could go in the studio and do a song called Goo Goo Gaga. Some plain straight trap.
That's what's popping. That's where they go hard on TikTok. Let it go hard on TikTok. That's what I'm saying. If you distribute, as long as it's distributed, it'll get picked up. And somebody, if they searching music and they put in Goo Goo Gaga, guess whose song popping up? And then they gonna be making a video to your shit.
Right here making noise though. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, but I'm about to get up out of here though, Brody. Love, man. It was definitely love chatting, man.
Yo,
we turned their ass up for a couple hours and shit.
Yo, we did it, man.
We definitely gonna hit their ass.
Much more live streams. Keep doing your thing. Make sure you just stay positive. Keep that stuff with you to keep you safe and stuff like that. Always keep the stress down. Always just keep doing what you're doing. You ain't losing step yet.
That's how I've been feeling. I feel like I ain't far off. I feel like it's right there. But we all got shit we gotta deal with first before we get over that.
That's right. Yeah, man. I'm gonna get up out of here too. I'm gonna go check it out on YouTube. I'm gonna like and subscribe, and I'm gonna just keep trying to do my thing, man.
Yeah, for sure. And I got you too, bro. And BillionzEnt, I got you.
Yeah, man. Alright, bag boy KO. Much love, much respect.
Yo.
Let's go.
Love. Let's go.
Jermin, check on your goddamn kid. Let's go.
Shout out to the fans out there. Like, subscribe, share, comment. I'm glad y'all tuned in. Y'all didn't send me a lot of beans and stuff like that, but yeah, I was on live with Bag Boy KO, great brother, doing his thing. That's what it's about, everybody. It's about staying focused,
staying positive, staying humble, staying healthy, being inspired by a lot of people that's doing it. Whether you're into NBA, AACA, or women's basketball, football, soccer, wrestling, UFC, boxing, gymnastics. Even if you want to be a ballerina, shout out to the people that's out there just doing their thing, man. Everybody, whether you're 8 years old opening up gifts, whether you're 12 years old streaming video games, whether you're 16 to 21 doing gymnastics and racing, continue loving what you do. Continue to be who you are and never stop dreaming. Never stop believing in yourself. We all had it hard. It's been a struggle all the time. But once you keep grinding, right? You learn different things about your craft. You learn different things about other people. You learn new direction. And most importantly, you keep it more real with yourself. Now, when you keep it real with yourself, you keep it real with others too. And that's what it's about. Like I said, I'm going to start going live on YouTube. But I want to do something real big for my channel, something different. I can always switch it up and doing this and doing that. But I want to make it kind of cool, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna hook my fans up. Shout out to everybody out there. Like, subscribe, share, comment. This is what I do. I stream. This is a new site right here, but otherwise than this site, I do what's that? I do other sites, right? But my main thing is podcast. So this goes on my podcast channel. Shout out to everybody out there. And I just want to let people know to get ready. Get ready for a brand new podcast streaming that I'm doing. Album should be out right now. Go check out that new album. It's called Nectar to Honey. If it's not out right now, it's out in Japan. And I'm waiting for the label to send me the USA version. So, listen, let me get up out of here. Probably go to the other studio. Or You could get in the chat and let me know if you like this background. Okay? So, shout out to y'all. Like, subscribe, share, comment. And we'll be back after these messages. Alright? Alright. Like, subscribe, share, comment. Let's go!